Hey, and good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Frickers in Defiance, Ohio. Jim Bellamy and Randy Roberts with Ken Reeker doing our production today. You're watching the feed courtesy of Kalamazoo, and the Hornets are getting ready to take on the Yellow Jackets. A road game for the Yellow Jackets means a Frickers road game for us. And Randy, we've been just enjoying the great service so far here at Frickers and the good food as well. So it's been a really nice start to what should be a really nice Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, it's been fairly productive Saturday already. Looking forward to what should be a pretty entertaining matchup here. And, taking a look at some of the numbers for Kalamazoo, looking the way they've won against, I'd say, a couple probably inferior opponents. I think this is a really winnable game for Defiance, and what a turnaround it'd be for the Yellow Jackets, able to go 2-1 in the non-conference part of the schedule.
Kalamazoo 2-0 so far this season. They come off a 48-16 victory over Kenyon last week. That was a road game for the Hornets, and they pretty much dominated, especially through the air. Kalamazoo had 342 passing yards last week, 121 on the ground. Turned it over 4 times, though, which was a bit of a surprise looking at last week's notes, and only maintained about a 22-minute time of possession. So it was a quick strike offense for them.
Mm-hmm.
But again, the turnovers, 4 turnovers for each team, Kenyon and for Kalamazoo. And that was kind of one of the red flags, so to speak, that made me look at, what kind of quality victory was this? Because, we don't have the benefit of watching a lot of Kalamazoo football leading up to today. So you're pretty much reliant on the stats and the data that you get from the opposing school website. So it's hard to put into context 2-0, with a lot of passing yards, what kind of team you're going to get with Kalamazoo. So we'll obviously find that out in real time today.
Yeah, it's a small sample size, like you said, with 2 games as well. But this looks like a team that will throw the ball all over the place. Kind of wonder about the level of the competition, but you got to like Kalamazoo being able to overcome 4 turnovers and still find a way to win a football game last Saturday. So this is another game. Kalamazoo, like Defiance, one of those teams that expected to be, we'll say, middle to bottom of the MIAA. So I would say probably skill level wise, this is a team that should be, fairly comparable to Defiance. So
I think so, yeah.
Again, those are the things you look at, and we've talked about the last couple of years, and especially the first 2 weeks of the season this year. Games that were, blowouts were turning into close games. Close games are turning into wins. We really liked what we saw last week. Jackets fell behind 10-0 to Adrian and end up rallying back and going 34-7 the rest of the way to get a big win there. So Defiance has clearly turned the corner. Their skill level looks comparable to other teams, and I said it to Ken when I got here, and I put my rosters down. I don't know if you noticed it, Jim, but when's the last time we looked at just the printed rosters for Defiance? Defiance has been the one where you saw the sideline, you go, well, why does the visiting team have twice as many guys standing on the sideline? And you look at our printed rosters, and you're like, why does Defiance when's the last time Defiance has had more names printed than the team that we're watching them play? So, things are looking up for Defiance in here. This would be to go again on the road and get another win would be huge, and that next step for this program.
One of the players you're going to want to keep an eye on for Kalamazoo today is Josh Nichols, the quarterback. Threw for 269 yards last week. Braden Lavis led the team with 84 yards receiving, and John Burnett led the team on the ground with 91 yards. Let's turn the page to the Jackets. As you mentioned, Randy, they were on the road at Adrian last week, and they fell behind 10-0 early, but then outscored Adrian 34-7 throughout the rest of the contest, putting up points in every quarter, including winning the second half 20-0. That was a pretty dominant performance considering the way that game started.
Yeah, that was a big way. That second half going 20-0 really was, I think, an eye-opener for not only the players and the coaches, but I think the fans of Defiance College football is able to show what they're able to do. And again, Adrian, much like Kalamazoo, one of those teams that's probably going to be middle of the pack of the MIAA. But when we started doing these games a handful of years ago, these were games that Defiance was not winning. So just the fact that they're going on the road competing, going on the road and winning, able to get this, you got to feel really good. You take your 2-1 record into the bye week, and then you get into HCAC play, and you never know what happens there. Once the weather starts to get nasty and cold, maybe a couple things go your way and you find yourself in the conference title hunt. So we'll see what the Jackets do this year.
And you look at the balance last week, it was really more of a ground game than it was a passing game. Jordan Ambrose threw for 130 yards last week, led the team in rushing, had more than half of their rushing yards, had 144, and Tuan Rome had 68 yards through the air to lead the team. But the team racked up, Randy, 269 rushing yards and had a 12-minute time of advantage, time of possession. So, again, you look at the cold weather that's coming and the way that these HCAC matchups are typically pretty hard fought from top to bottom in the conference. That being able to establish that ground game and get that ground game going, and then the defense continuing to pick up the offense, that's a recipe for maybe sustained success, and we'll see if they're able to carry that into this week as well.
Yeah, and we saw Defiance, and we've kind of joked about it this year. We saw Defiance with that ground game kind of use the different pieces to their best abilities. We saw, Freeman just kind of just as that battering ram, just knocking people down. They would take him out, and we saw Deisler come in. Deisler would come in and find the open spaces on the outside, and clearly whatever was bothering Jordan that opening week against Mount Union was healed up quickly because he looked, absolutely night and day better. And again, a part of that is you're not playing the number 2 team in the country,
right?
Like you were in the opening week. But for him, and I said it during that broadcast, that's when Jordan's absolutely at his best, and he's able to run around, make plays, and we'll see here as it looks like Kalamazoo won the toss and will defer.
So the Jackets will get the opening kickoff. Let's take a look at the Heartland Conference, Randy. Obviously no conference games scheduled yet, but let's take a look at the standings. As you see, a couple of undefeated teams in Hanover and Mount St. Joe. Hanover only played the one game so far this season. The other teams have all played 2 except for Earlham. And again, you look at the Jackets there with Bluffton, with Rose. Rose is going to be in a tough one today up at Albion. So a lot of the HCAC teams are playing the MIAA teams as they typically do in the early season. Let's take a look at that schedule real quick as well before we get to the kickoff. And you'll see a lot of those MIAA teams on the right-hand side as you see Defiance playing Kazoo, Bluffton and Adrian, Anderson and Alma, Rose at Albion. Again, all MIAA schools, Mounts at Hope, Hanover's at Olivet, Franklin Trine. Those are all MIAA versus HCAC schools. The lone outlier is Greenville going to Manchester. So, again, we'll have some updates on some of those other scores, but right now we're getting you ready for kickoff, and I want to let you know that defiancewebcast@gmail.com is how you reach out to us. And if you're new to these broadcasts, you can say hello to any of the players on the team. If you're an alum, let us know what year you graduated, what year you played. And if you got a shout-out for a family member on the team, we'll be sure to read those on the air. This opening kickoff goes out of the end zone, and the Jackets will take off after the take over possession, I should say, after the touchback, and they'll get the first crack at the ball. So we are ready to go from Kalamazoo. And again, thank you so much to the Hornets for today's broadcast stream. And we are broadcasting live from Frickers and Defiance, adjacent to the Wiener Center here at Defiance College, and really just a stone's throw away from everything that's happening on campus today, Randy.
Yeah, it looked pretty busy driving by, getting ready to make my way here. So still things going on campus with a football team out of town. Don't let that stop you.
Handoff to Freeman up the middle. He gets about 5 yards out to the 30. The touchback rule, of course, puts the ball at the 25. And the Jackets' first run up the gut gives them 5 yards, and they run tempo with 3 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the top. Faking that handoff to Freeman. That'll be Ambrose on the keep, and he'll get 7 in a first down out to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of, I think, Defiance kind of spreading out Kalamazoo. You're going to see a lot more of these 2-3 receiver sets, especially with Ambrose at 100%. And with everyone spread out, see if he can kind of run a little bit. It drops that one right in the bucket.
That was a toe tap right there. Nice job by Rome to get that foot down. Rome switched numbers today to 82. Randy, tell the quick story
should mention,
about that.
I just got a text from Garrett Mansfield, and all it really said was, oh, hey, by the way, Taiwan Rome will be wearing 82 today. So don't know if he left the jersey at home or if he just decided to make a change. But that is a little story behind that. So Rome will be in the 82.
This pass complete, lost his footing there as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. So a little bit of a loss on first down. That one was going to Hollinsworth, the freshman wideout, trying to get the quick screen action going there. But as he turned the corner off that would-be tackler, lost his footing and got maybe a loss of a half yard. So we'll call it still 2nd and 10. As the Jackets, now we get a stoppage of play. Might be a play clock issue right here, as you see the official looking over to the end zone right there. We do not have the benefit of audio from the stadium, so we will do our best to determine what's going on there, and we'll let you know as soon as possible. No yardage infraction or anything like that.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm going to guess that was some sort of play. Yeah, you see him trying to reset it.
So 2nd down and a long 10, we'll call it. Jackets have had success running the ball so far. We'll see if they continue to do that. There's the pitch to Freeman. Freeman bulldozing his way out for 5, maybe 6 yards there as they get into plus territory, and it's 3rd down and medium for the Jackets. And the nice thing, Randy, about this Jackets team is 3rd, 5, 3rd, and 6. They don't really sweat 3rd and 5 and 3rd and 6. Even a 1st and 15 after a penalty. They just keep on doing what they're doing. They don't have to change the way they approach things.
Yeah, we saw that a lot with Adrian, too, where they feel real comfortable. Even 2nd and 10, you're feeling comfortable knowing that you can run the ball and get some positive yardage. Or you can turn around and you're going to play like that.
You're going to stop him just short. I believe that might have been Recker on the rollout. Nope, that was Deisler on the rollout right there.
Yeah, right at the sticks. Oh, I think the Jackets got the benefit of the call there. They began to move the sticks, and I thought maybe they were a little short. But
the Kalamazoo bench was certainly signaling 4th down, but they mark him to the 1st down. Ambrose fakes the throw, and then he's going to take off running. He's got the left edge. He's going to get inside the 30, and he's going to get well past the markers for a 1st down. No laundry on the field. The chain gang moves, and the Jackets continue to roll. And Ambrose, again, really picking up where he's left off. He's seeing things really well. He's making good decisions with the ball, and that time he took off for a nice gain of about 14.
Yeah, I like this 3-receiver look out of Defiance. It gives Jordan a lot of opportunities. Has the choice, I think, if he wants to throw the football. And one thing that you talked about with Kalamazoo, and you mentioned the time of possession where they needed, just 19 minutes?
22 minutes.
Yeah, to put up 40 points. So Kalamazoo clearly, at least, again, it's small sample size of 2 games, but looks like a team. They're not worried about time possession. Hey, we can strike at any time. So I think if you're Defiance, you take advantage of that every time you have the football. If Kalamazoo is going to let you chew up 4, 5, 6 minutes, you might as well do it and shorten the game up.
Penalty flag on the play. We'll see if this was a false start or an offsides.
It looked like the left tackle might have left just a little bit early.
Good call by Randy Roberts right there as the Jackets will back up 5 yards on the false start. So again, that'll make it a 2nd down and about 11 after the mark off there. About 12 minutes, just under 12 minutes to play here in quarter number 1. Jackets opening possession. They're moving into plus territory inside the 30-yard line at the 29 right now. Have a little miscommunication, it looks like, with the alignment for the receivers. They're running a bunch formation to both sides right here. So,
yeah, Riker lined up at tight end, then realized he was going to come out. He's going to be the lead blocker. They're going to try to get a quick screen.
And that was well defended by the Hornets. So good stop right there. Kalamazoo, number 31, Jackson Mitchell, the junior DB, in on the stop. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 10. So they'll give him a yard on that play right there. But I think the Jackets are hoping for a little bit more out of that screen pass.
Yeah, you saw the double stacks each way, and I think their hope was, Kalamazoo kind of knew it was coming. Just the guess was which side. And if you guess wrong, it kind of leaves the one side open. You can see the overload, 3 receivers to the near side, see if Jordan kind of rolls that way. Might have
Another
had someone
stoppage
leave
of
early
play.
again.
So we'll wait on the penalty call here. Another false start by the Jackets. That'll make it a 3rd down and 15. So now you're pretty well stuck into a have to throw kind of down. Certainly not in field goal range right here as they mark it back to the 33-yard line. So that would be a 50-yard try if they don't gain any yards. It'd be interesting to see, depending on what they pick up, if anything, on 3rd down.
Yeah, you may
how does
try
that
to
influence 4th down?
Yeah, you may try to think this is 2 plays to get the 15. You may choose to, maybe get back the 5 or 10 penalty yards to kind of cut this in half and maybe think about a makeable 4th and 7 or something, or maybe Jordan's going to take off, get it all right here.
And he does. Ambrose gets just past the chains, sacrifices his body at the end of that run at the 17-yard line and gets the 1st down.
I took a big hit there. I thought that was number 85. I have 85 listed as a receiver.
And again, with the view that we have, you can see for yourself on the screen right there, the numbers are kind of tough to ascertain for the Hornets. But once you get the close-ups, then you can get a little better feel for it. Handoff going up the gut. Give him 3, maybe 4.
It's a good idea with Deisler, seeing if he can get through that small hole to the left side. If he breaks under that next level, you're looking at a 1st down or possible touchdown there.
Actually going to give him closer to 5, maybe 6 on that 1st down carry, so 2nd and mid. And the Jackets still on the move on this first possession, 9 minutes and 20 seconds and counting here in quarter number 1. Scoreless, but the Jackets knocking on the door.
Yeah, as we're talking about, you see this here opening drive, 5.5 minutes or so, and it's going to end with a touchdown.
Deisler, left side, gets the push and is really untouched into the end zone. As again, like you said, Randy, if Kalamazoo is going to give up sustained drives like that, you have to capitalize on them. And the Jackets did a great job right there. If they're going to chew up a lot of time, you got to capitalize, and they did with that nice touchdown run by Deisler.
Yeah, great opening drive, really from the kickoff all the way through, and a big way to put it away here. And now we will see Zeke Sanchez on for the extra point. Has been pretty solid kicking this year.
Bad snap or good hold there on the exchange. So a little bit of a bad snap, but the unit worked to perfection as the extra point was up and good. And with 9:07 to play here in quarter number 1, 7-0 Jackets. And Randy, we have some folks who have already sent us an email, so we want to make sure we say hello to them.
Yeah, there is one, Nikisha Jackson. Let's go Yellow Jackets, Moultrie number 74. We're watching from Chicago, and here is Head Freeman. Let's go Jackets. Let's invade Kalamazoo and swarm for another rooting for you from Macon, Georgia. Let's go Agent Zero, Tyshawn.
So you see the stats up on the screen, 85 yards on that possession right there, and only 15 of it came through the air. So, again, if they're going to give you those chunk plays on the ground, you take advantage. But Ambrose really with the legs did a lot of the damage on that drive.
Yeah, that I would like to see that drive repeated about 6 times today. 5.5, 6 minutes, 80 yards, 75. The touchbacks go back to the 25 and into the end zone for touchdowns.
I imagine Coach Nickel will probably feel pretty happy with that, too.
If only it was that easy, right? If we just say it.
You see what we did on that last drive,
right?
guys? Let's
exactly
just do that exact thing again.
You see, you ever wonder, you see the huddles on the sideline, you ever think to yourself, I wonder what the coach is saying. You know what the coach is saying? He's got his 11 guys on offense. Hey, boys, what you just did there, next time you have the ball, go do it again.
And it's just that easy in football. Short kick returned by the up man up near the 39-yard line.
Except college, he's probably calling them men, probably not boys. But
yeah, well, yeah, there's that. There's that. But, yeah, it's one of those, this is going to be the shortest offensive group meeting that we've had. You see what we did there, guys? Just do it again 6 more times.
Offensive coordinator looks like he's the best assistant coach in the world.
Mm-hmm. Set it and forget it, and then walk back to the field and watch the rest of the game. I told him what to do. We're good.
Right, we're good. Yeah, you don't need me the rest of the day.
We're good.
I'm gonna sit up in press box, drink a Coke, eat a sandwich.
So Kalamazoo takes over at the 40-yard line for their first possession. Cross pass complete, and this is a foot race. And you talked about Kalamazoo scoring quickly. Kalamazoo just scored quickly, one play to the house, 60 yards.
Yeah, Defiance gambled with a little bit of pressure here as, was that Jonas Spates?
Spates, the junior wide receiver.
He's got some quicks. I don't know if we'll be able to see a replay, but you saw the ends kind of come in for Defiance, and that was one thing that they worked on a little bit with Adrian, is you try to get pressure just with your four, especially when you get guys like Richard Pope and Coltrane, we talk about just about every week, but that is one thing Kalamazoo can do. They're not worried about the time of possession battle when they can score like that.
Extra point is up and good, so just like that on the Frickers scoreboard, it is 7-7. It's a pretty good way to answer right there for Kalamazoo.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it definitely is. That is a quick strike, and that is something that you got to be careful for.
So Defiance puts a nice long sustained drive together. It's able to overcome a couple of penalties, but then Kalamazoo answers right back in a matter of seconds and throws that 60-yard slant pattern, takes it all the way to the house. And little gamble by the Jackets there. So now you look at what adjustments the Jackets defense will make, because obviously they're still pretty well rested, only been out there one play, albeit a lot of chasing that wide receiver down, trying to catch him. But you imagine that they're probably going to be playing off the receivers more. And, they'll still be able to show pressure to the quarterback, but, maybe not that almost cover zero kind of look.
Yeah,
that they
you'll
showed
see a couple more guys drop back, a little more cover two, keeping guys back a little bit. But, they saw something on film that they thought a little bit of pressure, maybe force Kalamazoo quarterback into a mistake, but Nichols able to hang in there and fire it quickly.
Kazoo boots the kickoff into the end zone and out of the end zone. Mercy Health is a proud sponsor of Defiance College Athletics and today's official game day sponsor. Mercy Health offers high-quality health care you need and the compassion you deserve. Our expert doctors, nurses, and caregivers are committed to helping you be well in mind, body, and spirit. Thank you to Mercy Health for your generous sponsorship of the Yellow Jackets Sports Network. So Defiance College back out for its second possession right there. And again, a nice long drive the first time. Didn't see didn't recall the time possession there, but that was probably a good 6 minutes.
Yeah, it was right around 6 minutes. Came, I think, 9:06, so pretty close to it.
Freeman in the backfield. Fake the handoff. Pass is complete for about 9 yards to roam right there. He'll get down to the 34-yard line, just a yard short of the sticks. And a good way to start that first down on that drive with that nice quick hitch pass and a nice chunk play.
Good positive yards on first down. Yeah, second and, 1?
Got a reverse. Nice defense in the backfield right there by Kalamazoo. Number 41 on the stop, and number 41 is Adam Stapleton, the junior linebacker. Basically, it's either him or bust on that play because he's in the backfield, and that's his one responsibility. If he doesn't make that tackle, that's a much bigger gain. So,
yep. Best thing he did there was didn't go chasing it. Normally you see a play go to one side, everyone kind of runs that way. Nice job staying home, knew when the play was going to come back to him, able to cut up, make a stop here. And really funny shout-out I got to share with you here at this next play.
Going to Freeman on the screen pass. Freeman keeps his footing and gets past the 40.
That's what a lighter Freeman is able to do. Last year, 2 years ago, he would just try to run over people. Now you see him trying to make a guy miss, stay on his feet, and able to get a big first down.
Just beautiful footwork by Tyshawn right there. So, and a first down for the Jackets. Randy
shout out here, Cody Lee. Let's go, Jackets. We are the superior bug.
There
Yellow
you go.
jacket and a hornet. It took me a minute, but I got it. That was pretty good. That might be the best one.
Pass complete, and up near the first down again to Recker, getting everybody involved in the passing game. The running backs, the tight ends, the wideouts, they're mixing the ball around and, keeping the defense from not knowing essentially who to key in on any given play.
And I like this with Defiance. They had the 6-minute drive, except we're going to fumble it away here.
Fumble recovered by Kalamazoo. Number 22, Josh Anderson. That can't be right. He's listed as a wide receiver right there. That's Corey Garrison, the linebacker. 2 22s. We got a penalty against the Jackets. This one is declined, and that turnover is going to give Kalamazoo the ball back. What was another promising drive for the Jackets, unfortunately, ends in a turnover.
Now, I was getting ready to say Defiance, so they had the 6-minute drive. Kalamazoo answered in one play. So that defense kind of worn out, and what you saw Defiance do was play with that tempo, knew that that defense was worn out, trying to get at him quickly. Had the right idea, just fumbled it away, and now defense is going to have to step up here and come up with a stop. Yeah, we're going to see him drop back a little bit.
I'm still anticipating seeing pressure on the quarterback. Another one of those, fool me once, fool me twice kind of deals. Kalamazoo's going to continue to take its shots. Flushed out of the pocket, rolling to his right. He'll get about 5 yards right there. Decent scramble for first down. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and 5. So a nice run right there by Josh Nichols. Nichols with 2 wide receivers to the near side. 1 halfback, hands it off, tries to bust left. Jackets have sniffed this play out, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds about 3 yards short of the first down at the 36. So you can see they've forced him to stretch this one east-west most of the way. He was able to turn his shoulders and cut it upfield just a little bit, but not enough to really get too much momentum right there. And I'll bring up a 3rd and 3 for the Hornets on their second possession. Much different defense for the Jackets so far in this possession. Pope gets some pressure. Take a shot downfield. A little bit of miscommunication on the route right there.
Yeah, I don't know if the receiver was supposed to head further downfield or if Nichols was just felt the pressure and wanted to throw that away, was able to step up into it. But big break for Defiance. They're going to force the 4th down. Looks like the Hornets will punt this one away.
And I was worried there for a moment as I saw Pope. It looked like he was almost getting helped up by an official, but it looked more like he was upset with himself than it was an injury.
He had a chance at the quarterback there.
Yeah, he had a shot. So KZoo will punt on its second possession. Good hold by the Jackets on defense. Good snap, good pressure, but it gets the kickoff. He's going to let this one bounce. This one's going to check up, and it's going to take a Jackets bounce going backwards right there at about the 27-yard line, which is where they'll mark it down. So 7-7 your score. Jackets turn it over. Kalamazoo unable to do anything to take advantage of that turnover. And now the Jackets will come out for their third possession. As again, you see the offense output on your screen, 67 yards. Most of that comes on that 60-yard touchdown catch. But 67 total yards for Kalamazoo, 131 for the Jackets. And Kenny, if you could scroll down just a little bit on that. Curious of the time of possession, because I think the Jackets had that ball for probably a good 6 minutes. KZoo on that first possession. The second possession, they were starting to do that again, where they were going to dominate the time of possession. But unfortunately coughed it up on that turnover. So Jackets once again with their third possession. Ambrose fakes the jet sweep. We got a penalty flag coming in late, usually around the area of offensive holding. But we'll wait and see what the penalty is. When it's thrown at the feet of the offensive lineman right there, it's usually not a good sign for the offense.
And there's a big scrum in that run up the middle, so that was kind of tough to see. But there was something that was pretty evident, yeah. Confirming the call here, you saw the official first point towards Defiance, make sure they got it right.
There you go. Appreciate that. 7:28 to 57, time of possession. So again, if you're Kalamazoo, what matters most is the number on the scoreboard. It's not time of possession. I mean, it's probably of little consolation to the defense. Hey, I had to be out there for 7 minutes, and you guys only had to be out there for a couple plays. That's not fair. But, as long as the scoreboard shows 7-7, all's well in Kalamazoo. So Jackets get backed up 1st and 20. Freeman alone back in the backfield. He'll get the handoff. He's going to bust left, run over a would-be tackler, and finally get tripped up at about the 23, 24-yard line. Mark him at the 23, so a nice gain on first down to get probably half of that penalty yardage back.
So I do want to say something. Do you think Kalamazoo is the only school in Michigan with Ohio State-inspired uniforms? How do you get away with that in the state of Michigan?
You can email the AD and tell him that those are Ohio State-inspired things. I am not going to do that. I'm not getting involved in that mess whatsoever.
I
know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. I'm not getting involved in that mess at all. Pass is complete up near the first down. Nice route right there. Came back, did roam to catch that one just short of the chains. But, again, 2nd and 15 becomes a 3rd and 1 or a 3rd and 2 now. So you can pretty much empty the playbook out and run whatever you want on this 3rd and short.
Yeah, like you said, that was a nice job by Taiwan coming back to the football. It's one of those things they'll work on, make sure the route's enough to get past it. But how about this? Just bouncing off the first guy, which would have been short first down. That pile keeps moving, but cannot say enough things about Tyshawn Freeman and what he's done.
I like the push right there. I don't think Freeman needs a whole lot of, get up and go with that push from the quarterback. I think Freeman does a good enough job of creating his own force and contact right there. But I'm sure it's still appreciated. Right.
Just a couple more shout-outs coming out. Here's a shout. This is Terrell McKinney. Shout-out number 95 for Defiance from Houma, Louisiana. Go Yellow Jackets.
Oh, Houma, Louisiana.
And Andre Tibbs. I want to give a happy birthday shout-out to my son, Andre Tibbs Jr., 19 years old, from his father. Let's go Yellow Jackets.
Well, happy birthday. Let's celebrate it with a dub today. As a first down pass for the Jackets right there. Stepping out. They're going to mark that one incomplete. That would have been a pretty nifty catch right there by Hollinsworth, unfortunately, as we get a flag again.
And Jordan kind of flat-footed it. He was able to elude the pressure and step up. And was there another hold trying to, it's the second time Defiance is going to be caught for holding.
So it'll back him up 10 yards again. And it'll bring up a second down. Put him back near the original line of scrimmage. So we'll call it a 2nd and 11 right there.
So one more quick shout-out here. This is from Anthony Sutherland. Let's go Jackets from the Sutherland family. Let's go LA number 32.
It's good to hear from everybody. DefianceWebcast@gmail.com is how you get hold of us. And again, like we said, we'll always do our best to read those shout-outs on the air. Ambrose rolling out, taking his shot. Good completion right there.
I've been officially put in charge of the Defiance Webcast email account, so we'll see what happens.
Hey, with great power comes great responsibility, Randy.
I know.
Ken will still be over there to the side holding up his phone. Muscle memory for a while.
There's a couple here. Make sure you read them.
Muscle memory will take over for a while, and then Ken will finally realize that you got it all under control. But we appreciate the great work of producer, director extraordinaire Ken Reeker as we get an all-out blitz. A pass complete to Recker. Recker hurdles over a man and gets inside the 50 to the 47-yard line.
That's a great way to roll away from the pressure. Sorry about that, Jim, but able to saw it coming, went the other way. Recker kind of that safety valve as he's been most of the year, able to get some positive yardage there.
And a first down for the Jackets. They keep the sticks moving. Nice tackle right there by Kalamazoo. As we got a little communication about your, responsibility for picking up a blocker right there. Unfortunately, they were unable to do that, as that one, I believe, goes to Christopher Young, number 28. Another of the speed running backs for the Jackets. They're not afraid to go deep into the depth chart to bring some fresh legs out there.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. They've gone kind of deep into the running back department. I think that's one of their strong points and one of their strengths is just the depth, especially on offense, that they've built this last couple of years. And this is what you like to see out of Jordan. All sorts of time, waits as long as he can. He's still able to get some positive yardage.
And that has to frustrate the defense more than anything right there is, you do a good job with the coverage, and you figure the D-line's going to bust through at some point, but the O-line does just enough to hold up. And so Ambrose is able to beat you with his legs after all of that pursuit. You got to credit the Kalamazoo secondary right there, because that usually ends up in a coverage sack, but the legs of Ambrose always keep those plays alive.
Yeah, and that's the difference between a running quarterback and a guy we used to call a statue, standing there, wait. Jordan has that ability, and he's able to make this a 3rd and 5 instead of what could have been 2nd and 15 if he takes a sack there.
Deisler, shovel pass, first down inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. Well-designed play right there because the pressure was coming.
A little bit of a different wrinkle with an RPO. I don't know if we'll be able to see a replay of this, but you see at first, we'll watch Jordan. He's able to kind of hold it. He sees the two guys coming off to his left, then gets rid of the football.
Nice touch right there, just a little bit too tall for the intended receiver. You can see if that was Rome. I see a 2 at the end of the number, but I see a slightly injured player at the end of that one too. Looked like he came up a little bit gimpy on one of the legs, so we'll see if that injury carries over. Hopefully that's not Rome, because Rome is one of their impact players. Second down and 10 for the Jackets. And that pass is complete. That was not Rome, so that's not that you want to see any player injured, but Rome has been the go-to pretty much from the wide opposition for Ambrose today. Rome catches that one and gets the first down, and again, tempo, they're right up to the line. Taking the shot downfield for Rome. That's a catch. Oh, he's saying he's out of bounds. Beautiful touch pass.
Ruling College only need the 1 foot, and we see the drag. You saw the
must have had the left foot on the line before the right foot dragged right there.
Yeah, you see the black pellets kind of kick up, and you wonder if where the toe was at when he has to you got to maintain the possession. So it's not when you get your hands on it; it's when you're able to kind of haul it in and make sure it's yours.
Close,
but that was.
Ambrose going to keep this one, fake the handoff. He's going to roll left, and he's going to get about 6 right there on second down.
And nice job. Freeman kind of becomes the lead blocker out of all that, and you think it's going to be a handoff to him. Freeman still runs through the hole as if he's got the football and then able to create a little bit of space.
I'd feel pretty good having Tyshawn Freeman as my lead blocker.
I would definitely run behind him.
I would run behind him all day. Well, I'd do it once. I shouldn't say. I'd do it once. And then I'd get hit, and then that would be the end of my my football career. So third and short. Over the middle, he's going to be short of the first. Nope, he dropped it. Would have been short of the first down by a couple yards anyway. So that pass on the quick pop was short of the sticks. Would have been really for only about a gain of a yard or two.
Yeah, receiver Tim Squire, freshman from Detroit, we haven't seen much this year. So rotating some fresh bodies in, and you see a short field goal attempt here out of the Jackets.
So this kick will be about a 34-yard field goal to give the Jackets the lead. Good snap, good hold. Kick is on the way, and it hits the upright and bounces off. No good. So had the distance, but pushed it just a little bit right, and it doinked off the right upright and falls harmlessly to the ground. So the score stays 7-7 on the Frickers scoreboard. And, again, defiancewebcast@gmail.com. That's how you reach us. Randy, do we have any new shout-outs?
Oh, we got ourselves quite a few of them
All
here.
right.
So watching from Newport, Arkansas, great nephew Chris Young, number 28. Go Yellow Jackets from Jackie Donaldson. Here is Let's Go, number 19. Jaden Scott, my favorite wide receiver. Mom and Jordan, Dad, love you. Ball out, Defi from Fort Lawn, South Carolina. Sending a shout-out, number 28, Chris Young, wishing you good luck. Oh, family again from Newport, Arkansas. Let's Go Offense, DC from Noah Stivenberg. Might be a former soccer player, I think, at Defiance.
That's cool.
David Vogel, how about shout-out my brother-in-law, Coach Nickel? So even the coach is getting love on the shout-outs.
I like it. You see this runs to right side, counters back to the left, and gets a nice gain out to the 40-yard line for a first down for the Hornets. 3 wide receivers, 1 in motion, going into the slot. Going to take their quick shot, and that one was almost intercepted right there as it bounces off the hands of the intended receiver. Falls to the ground again. That one almost picked off. Looked like they were going for Devin Yankee, the junior.
Yeah, Jalen Red, who really picked up the last couple of weeks, has played well, nearly had the interception. That would have been a great return there.
Handoff going to the right. This one pretty well defended by the Jackets after a gain of about 3 to 4. Don't throw them to the ground. Don't throw them to the ground. There you go. because sometimes those plays with the multiple tacklers can get a little touchy. As we come to the end of the first quarter, it is 7-7 on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network. We'll be right back with the second quarter action.
You've finished your undergraduate studies. Take the next step and defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Earn your MBA or Master of Arts in Education degree. Plus, we offer school principal and superintendent licensure programs. 100% online. No GMAT or GRE required. No application fees, accelerated 8-week semesters, and affordable tuition. Nationally recognized for hands-on service and experience. Defy the ordinary with graduate studies at Defiance College.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
And back here for the second quarter action, Jim Bellamy, Randy Robertson, Ken Reeker from Frickers in Defiance. Our Frickers road game today takes us to Kalamazoo, where the Hornets and the Jackets are the battle of the bugs, as Cody Lee said.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Third and short. This one, pressure coming. This one, almost intercepted. They could have called that one play stopped right there with that pressure, but a good job by getting rid of that football, and again, almost intercepted by the Jackets. Randy, that would have been a big turnover for Defiance College.
Corey Johnson II, freshman linebacker from Louisiana. So we are seeing more and more freshmen step up in big spots. And how about this? Freshmen playing not because we need them to, because we're short players, but we want them to because they're big athletic kids. So this is a big difference out of Defiance here.
Ascending the depth chart quickly. This is only game 3 of the season, and so these freshmen are really making an impact, which you love to see. This is going to be – I thought he was going to try to take off with that one, yeah. Another punt that checks up. So you like that if you pin him inside the 5 where you know it's going to check up, but when it checks up at the 25 or farther back, that's a little more problematic for your coverage team as the ball goes out of bounds at about the 24, 25-yard line. Basically as good as a touchback right there for the Jackets, which is where they will take over.
Yeah, get a few more shout-outs here. Here is Proud Papa out of Palmetto. And letting us know number 88 is Jalen Warren.
Thank you.
So that is, we will correct that. So here is, let's go to Defiance number 51, Elmore. We are watching from Mapleton, Georgia. Love Mama. Is Keep Going, Love All You Boys from Martavius Harris. And Paul Palmer shouting out all conference safety number 7, Vishawn Palmer from Dayton.
Ambrose rolls to his right. Pass is caught. And guess who? Tawan Rome once again.
Didn't go deep into the record book to see what the record is for catches in a game. But,
I was on the same wavelength you were, that I was thinking he was statistically trending for about a 30-catch day the way things are going right now. The defense will figure it out eventually, but until then, let's just enjoy completion after completion to number 82, and let's move that ball down the field. Recker with a double pass. Taking a shot down the field. Deisler, off the fingertips. You had 2 players in the same area for the ball, though, and that's usually not a good sign.
Yeah, Recker, putting in some plays here. He spent a year as a quarterback of this team before moving to tight end. So, he has the ability to throw the football, but that's one you wish you had back because that Deisler had that in his hands.
Well, I think that Jaden Scott, part of the reason he threw his hands up was that I think that pass might have been intended for him, because he was running behind Deisler, and he would have caught that in stride right there. So that's probably a missed opportunity for the Jackets. But, again, with 2 receivers in the same area, that's usually not a good sign. Ambrose will keep. He'll be bottled up. And then we have another penalty flag back near the line of scrimmage. Could this be the 3rd hold against the Jackets?
This looked like it was a designed run the entire way, and then the hole kind of filled up quickly. Jordan didn't really have anywhere to go here. We'll see what the There's the confirmation that the call goes the right way, and it is going to be a third holding call to go against Defiance this afternoon.
So this one is declined. It'll bring up a third down and long. So Kalamazoo's defense probably happy to decline a penalty to give themselves a little bit of extra time if they can get this 3 and out here.
I think what the math behind it is Defiance has shown their ability to get yardage, so why give yourself an extra chance? Plus, 2nd and 15, 3rd and 11. Is there a huge difference there? Why give them an extra down?
Playing the odds at that point.
Yeah.
Empty backfield for Ambrose. Ambrose has Freeman over to the side. Instead, he comes over the middle, and it's complete for a first down. Excellent pitch and catch right there to Michael Martin. We haven't called his name yet today, but nice job sitting down in the soft part of the zone. And again, you had an open wide receiver, Tawan Rome, who would have been running free, but again,
once the DBs realized where the pass was going, they kind of cut off and cut in. But now you can see Rome on the sweep here.
Rome on the sweep, inside the 30, inside the 25 right there, and everything looked like it was moving in slow motion on this play. Randy, check this out.
Well, this is slow motion because it's a replay. Oh, you meant
there
the
you
first
go.
one. Okay.
That's why. I'm just seeing things too fast is my problem. But everybody looked like they were moving at about half speed right there as Rome got that end around and was able to run right end for a nice gain and another first down for the Jackets.
Yeah, it's nice when you got the fastest guy in the field, isn't it?
Deisler up the middle, and the defense was bottled up on that one. Excellent job by the defense. Carson Deans, number 40, was able to get there and get around the ankles for no gain.
Yeah, Blake Kelsey, the nose tackle, number 91, a big play in there as well. And that's what you see the nose tackles do. Just take up a lot of space in the middle. Kept that to no gain.
2nd down and 10 with 13-15 and counting in the first half. This one is complete. I think that's big 88. And Randy, you said that was.
Yeah.
It's not Hollinsworth.
We'll get the shout out here again. So we were corrected. Let's see if I can find that again.
We have a false start against the Jackets or a procedure or an alignment penalty, as that'll back them up 5 yards from the line of scrimmage, and we'll replay that down. And we apologize for getting that name wrong, folks. We are looking at the roster, and we're calling true to that. So if there are any changes, like Rome, it was 82 today, which we got from Garrett. So we just want to make sure we get that right. So we appreciate you shooting us an email and correcting us on that. So here's 2nd and 15. Deisler with a swing pass. Cutting up field. First down. Touchdown, Jackets. Nice swing pass to the right by Deisler right there, and was able to make a man miss, and then good blocking downfield by the wideout. Sprung him free for the end zone.
Yeah, it's what you bring in Deisler and some of that speed that he's able to do. Take a look at this one more time. Deisler just kind of leaks out. No one really pays much attention to him. And you see two guys closing in, and just a great move. Just sidesteps him, runs out of a would-be tackler, and gets a little help from his guys downfield and gets that into the end zone.
Was able to beat number 40. Again, that's Carson Deans. And that extra point is good. And the Frickers scoreboard now shows it 14-7. The Yellow Jackets lead the Kalamazoo Hornets. And it's been a pretty good day for the Jackets offense so far. You imagine, just think what could have been if they didn't turn that one over, fumble that, because they were on the march again.
You got a fumble and you got a missed field goal as well. So the shout-outs continue to come in. Here's one that I think we'll agree with. Terrell McKinney, I really think Rome needs to switch to number 82 permanently.
There you go. I will back that as well.
So let's go number 32, Anthony Sutherland from your Lee's family in Cincinnati. Shout out to Defiance number 79, one proud mama watching from Mogador. State football power. Let's go Tyshawn. Love you, twin. We love you. Love Ma, Damien, Sierra, Alexis, twin, Kayshawn, and grandparents.
All right.
Let's see. Here is, come on, number 56, Cody. You got to catch that. Talking about the interception. Let's go Defiance. Dad calling from Indianapolis. Here's Tammy Harbarger. Shout out Asia Moldor, number 79 Special Teams. Let's go Jackets. Show the Hornets your sting.
And when Randy reads that and says you have to catch that, that's coming from somebody else. Let's be clear.
That's not
us
me.
saying
That's
that.
not.
We are not telling you were supposed to
right.
catch
That is not the Yellow Jacket Sports Network editorializing. That's just me reading emails.
No, we're just happy you made a great play on the ball and almost came up with that pick as we get a turnover. And this is the one. This drives me nuts. When you get a runner who is basically stopped but keeps the legs driving, then you have somebody pulling them. I mean, I get pushing them in the scrum, but now you have a player pulling, and that just drives me nuts.
Yeah, this should be dead right there, and then this pile continues to move.
But you see 22
pulling
and pulling, or 29, sorry.
Still moving.
And again, if the officials are going to let it go, then, it is what it is. But that one drives me nuts. That's editorializing. Promise I won't do that too much today.
And if you have a problem with any of the editorializing, you can contact Ken Reeker at 419. Never mind.
Rolling right. So I think he stepped out of bounds way back there. Nope, they're going to mark him at the 48-yard line. So a nice scramble right there, but it looked like he stepped out of bounds way back at the 42, 43 near the original line of scrimmage. So second down and medium on the scramble going right side. They'll give him about 6 on that one, so 2nd and 4. We'll see what Kalamazoo does now, trailing again by 7. Nice defense up the middle right there. Good stop.
Ran right into a tackler. Great play defensively. It was Dominic Harris' sophomore defensive end getting the start there. You saw number 44.
Another younger player ascending the depth chart. And they're not, like you said, it's a great problem to have when you have so many good young players that they're ascending the depth chart as quickly as they are. So a 3rd and short for Kalamazoo. Under 12 minutes to play. Here's a swing pass. Jackets got to come up and get this one. Unfortunately, they do not. It's a first down for the Hornets. The swing pass works for the Hornets as well as they get the first down. And a good job by Connor Bell, the sophomore. A lot of younger players on both squads making an impact so far in this game.
Yeah, Harris was chasing after that from his defensive end spot and realized the guy went by him but couldn't track him down in time. And unfortunately for Defiance, Kalamazoo able to get enough for the first down there.
Swing pass, a little too tall. Felt the pressure coming up, did Nichols. And he had to get rid of that one a little faster, I think, than he wanted to.
Yeah, that one was trouble from the start. I don't know if we could take a look at the replay on that, but I don't think Nichols ever actually had the snap in his hands. See him, kind of the fake there. And, I guess he did. He just kind of pulled it back and just put a little too much mustard on that. Yep. I thought at first glance, it looked like he's kind of fumbling with it after
clean,
after the ball fake, but
nice defense by the Jackets right there, stepping in front of that timing pattern. And incomplete. Good play by Jalen Redd. Seniors reminding us today that, hey, I know the younger players are out there making an impact, but us upperclassmen also, we're capable of doing some things. So here's a 3rd and long for Kalamazoo at the 40-yard line. And you wonder if, depending on the situation here, if it's 4-down territory for them, even this early in the game.
Yeah, Red, I think, might win the award for player who gets mentioned the most because he seems to be all over the field, and you like the incomplete pass there.
Incomplete pass going to the right side, and again, I think the offense is going to stay out on the field here. Nope, they're going to bring out the punt team. Again, it's only one possession, so there's no reason to give the Jackets good starting field position if you do not get this conversion, and at least they're going to show punt. But again, the last time, remember the kicker started to roll out like he was thinking of.
We see the rugby-style punts here. 4th and 10, you're on the plus side of the field. This is
you have to keep an eye on the fake right here.
Yeah, this is a prime spot for one, that is for sure.
Yep, nobody's really rushing.
Step right into that one.
And this one goes into the end zone. Good job by the coverage team right there to try to knock it down before it got into the end zone. And your body can go in as long as the ball doesn't in college, but they weren't able to keep that ball from sneaking into the end zone.
So change of possession here. Get a few more shout-outs if we can read here. Here's Damian Wire. Go Jackets. Juan Rome is him. He certainly is today, that's for sure. Eric Moltori, number 74, you're doing amazing. Best, keep pushing. Love you forever and always, from Lacey. There is Shadow Blackman, number 65, Mableton, Georgia. Mom and family loves you. I believe there's one from earlier that I missed here. Sending a shout-out, number 24, from Defiance, Tyquez Douglas, from all your family in Kentucky,
Nice.
Memphis, North Carolina, Texas, Chicago, Mississippi, and Georgia.
So
Boy, I hope they didn't all meet at the same place.
Well, centralized meeting location. It's good to get the family together every once in a while. Here's Freeman rolling right, and he's going to be tackled for a loss. One of the rare times that Tyshawn has been tackled behind the line right there. He wasn't able to really turn the shoulders and get moving upfield. It forced him to stretch that one out, and defense made a good play there for a short loss.
Got a couple more shout-outs, kind of got lost in the shuffle from earlier. Let's go to Defiance defense, number 42, Richard Pope, watching from Daytona Beach, Florida. And here's Vanessa Go Yellow Jackets, number 32, LA, from Malma in Cincinnati.
So all Jackets faithful so far on this Jackets broadcast.
And we are up to date.
All right. No KZoo fans streaming yet today, but if KZoo fans are watching this stream, let us know. We'll say hi to you as well in the air. We're very hospitable that way. Ambrose, right side, very short gains. Hornets defense doing a much better job on at least on this possession.
They've run that toss enough now where you show it to them, and Kalamazoo has to kind of stay true to it. So you don't want to, if you follow the back, knowing the pitch is coming, Jordan's shown the ability to run. So they have to kind of keep them honest with just showing them the look and then going with Jordan.
So one wide receiver to the top, two wide receivers to the bottom, with Recker lined up on the left side as the tight end. One back is Deisler, I believe, back there for a 3rd and 8. Jackets with a 7-point lead on the ball. Ambrose, short pass, complete. He's going to be just short of the first down by about a yard to the 29-yard line as Deisler. And their offense is making its case to the sideline right there. We can get a yard. Come on, we can get a yard.
He's doing everything he could, Deisler was, kind of stretch it out, needed to get right to the 30. And, yeah, if you
hey, remember, though, I mean,
Coach Nickel on the sideline.
You have the lead, number 1. Number 2, you have one of the better punters in the conference so far this season. So as far as flipping the field goes, as long as everything on the exchange works out just fine, and it looks like it will. And you get a penalty flag coming in, so if this is an offsides, this is a first down for the Jackets as the return gets bottled up for next to nothing.
Yeah, Beloto's just absolutely boomed that one. We'll see what the penalty is.
You see a little bit of hand fighting there, but a couple players just patting each other on the helmet at the end of that one. I'm interested in what the penalty is, though, because if that's an offsides, that's a first down for Defiance College on that 4th and 1.
We're all just kind of left waiting here. Yeah, they're going to take.
They're picking that ball up. If they're picking that ball, I mean, granted, that's a special teams ball.
Yeah, it's a Defiance ball. They're continuing to hold the spot down. We never did see. Yeah.
Oh, it's maybe a procedure penalty. Oh, it's a procedure penalty against the Jackets. Okay. I was trying to use telepathy to make the camera move to the right.
I was trying to see. I didn't see anyone move. Boy, that's
unless he was maybe lined up offsides.
Yeah, you see a flag on the bottom of your screen. I don't know if there's maybe a gunner down there we didn't see, but
I'm just wondering if maybe someone on the left side of the line was lined up offsides. But regardless, they're going to make them re-kick it. And I don't think they're going to be too satisfied with the net result because, again, you got a kicker with a really good leg for the Jackets right here.
Yeah, he set one to about the 25. Let's see what he does here. This one's going to be a little shorter. He's going to get a little bit of help with the bounce. Now if special teams can make a play.
Yeah, they're going to have to make a play as this one's going up the middle. Punter gets in the way, slows him down a little bit, but this is going to be – that's okay. Now the decision to take the penalty shows that it paid off. But, again, almost out-kicked the coverage right there did the punter. And a good return by the Hornets to get that ball into plus territory. You see the punter right there go up and try to make a hit. You got to wrap with the stick right there.
That's a hidden yardage that you don't see in a box score. Kalamazoo was going to have the football back near their own 30, and instead you're going to get it the Defiance 40. So you're looking at 30-plus yard difference because of that penalty.
Running play, big loss on the play. Good job by the D front, by the Jackets right there for a stop and a loss.
Yeah, another freshman, I believe that was Andre Tibbs, 97, who's worked his way into the special teams, able to step up. You see him kind of lining up that far side as a defensive end, able to bottle up that running play and throw that for a loss.
Pope getting pressure, unable to get to the quarterback. Going to force him to roll, and he's going to have to keep rolling. And that's not a late hit out of bounds. That's a slide by the quarterback right there. So good job forcing him to go totally east-west on that one and not turn it upfield. But able to at least make something happen was Nichols on that play.
Corey Johnson, the second, number 56, has a long run. He's over on the hash mark on the other side of the field, and he's able to come running over and knock him out of bounds here.
So 3rd and long for the Hornets. You got the bunch formation for the Hornets now as well. Let's see if they run a screen play like the Jackets did. They do not. Pass incomplete to no one in particular right there. We got a penalty flag back at the line of scrimmage. We'll see if this is a holding or if this is a late hit against the quarterback.
Yeah, Nichols stepped, he stood in and took a lot of pressure, and there wasn't there. So your worst fear is that someone delivered a hit once Nichols got rid of the football, although they're talking to the Defiance sideline because obviously if this is a penalty against Kalamazoo, you wave this off, which it is. Yeah, they'll decline it and take the 4th down.
So the Jackets get a holding penalty against the Kalamazoo defensive front right there after committing 3 of their own. But the offense is probably going to stay on the field, Randy. So you almost wonder now in hindsight, should the Jackets have taken that penalty? But again, it all depends on the success or lack thereof of this play.
Well, it's kind of like we talked about. Now let's just go with a quick kick. Yeah, it's like we talked about with the Defiance in that situation. Do you want to give a team that you've seen kind of beat you throwing the football, you want to give them 2 chances or 1?
Good point.
Yeah, Kalamazoo's going to end up quick kicking it here, so that gives us a chance. Get a few more shout-outs in. Here's Brenda Boston. Let's go Jalen. Is Jalen Warren, number 88. We are proud of you, and Brenda, Brandon, Charday, and Brooklyn. Here is Alyssa Ramos. Let's go Jackets. Bring the dub home. Let's go Freeman. And Seth Bowman, let's go DC Boys from 34.
All right. BSN, providing all of your Defiance College gear. We remove the hassles related to purchasing uniforms, equipment, and spirit wear and anything else your athletic program needs, giving you more time to impact lives on the field. Visit us on the Defiance College Athletics website. Thank you to BSN for your support. So the Jackets get the 1st down. Handoff to Freeman up the middle. Freeman busts loose into the secondary, and he gets out to the 20-yard line. See that beautiful run by Freeman right there to give them about almost 17, 18 yards on 1st down, and that's one way to get out of the shadow of your own goal
Yeah,
post.
just a nice simple run, just trying to give themselves a little bit of space, and Freeman's shown the ability to run over people, especially today. It looks like he's going to get another, at least on his way to another 100-yard day.
And this is what this offense needs. You and I have been talking on camera and off camera for a few years now. When we see Tyshawn with the ball, got to feed the guy the ball. Got to feed him the ball. You want to see him integrated. Unfortunately, Freeman is still down, but he's being helped. I think it was just getting everybody off the pile right there. So everybody exhale. Everything's okay. As Freeman was just waiting for the Kalamazoo guy to move before he got up. But, yeah, just feed the big guy the ball. Give him 20 touches a game and, let him do some work and get him close to that 100-yard mark every week and, just run the time of possession, show the balance of the offense, and good things will continue to happen for these Jackets. Freeman handoff, rolling right. Good job being stood up right there by the Hornets, and he's held to a short gain. And that'll bring up a 3rd and medium at the 25-yard line. They need to get to the 29, so it'll be a 3rd and 4. Deisler checks in. Freeman checks out. And, again, you're looking at, when they bring in, a lot of times teams will kind of telegraph what they're doing, Randy, bring in that 3rd down back specialist, and you'll think, oh, with passing down, we're going to swing it out to the – but that's not the case with the Jackets. They can go 4 or 5 deep in the running game and still hand off the ball.
Yeah, Deisler's shown that he can run with the football, like you said. I don't know, tried to – first look, it looked like that was going to be the option, and then Jordan kept that himself. Just a couple yards short. Another decision now for Defiance.
I think you kick this one again with the lead 14-7. Your defense is playing much better after that one touchdown. Good hold by Kalamazoo right there after giving up that one nice long run. Ambrose, we talk about the good decision-making that he's had with the ball. On that play, I held my breath for a second because it looked like he wanted to pitch that one after he was already in the grasp of the defender.
Yeah,
like that would have been ill-advised.
I thought the same thing as well. And Deisler was that option. That's why he kind of stood there. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout here.
So timeout on the field. And Randy, if you want to check the phone, I will go ahead and do another sponsor shout out today. Sweetwater Chop House is located on Eagle Rock Golf Club, open to the public 7 days a week. This is the spot for celebrating birthdays, anniversaries, company parties, or if you're just in the mood to come out to enjoy a mouth-watering meal and amazing signature drinks. The focus for Executive Chef Aaron Weeble is to maintain a scratch kitchen, preparing everything daily from sauces to breads, utilizing local area farmers for fresh vegetables and our on-site herb garden. We take great pride in providing each of our guests a wowing experience. Thank you, Sweetwater Chop House.
And there is, I believe, one shout out here. Kick some Hornet butt. A's Moldor, number 79, from your Gramp Big Jeff.
So the Jackets getting ready to punt here on 4th and short. No pressure coming up as they played that one totally safe. This one fielded on the fly. Return up the middle, almost lost his footing. Caught from behind by the Jackets right there. And a good job pretty much bottling him up. Did not allow a big return on the kick that time like they did the previous time.
Yeah, better time on the return team there for Defiance.
It was Spates. Jonas Spates, the wide receiver for Kalamazoo on the return there.
Also noticed some guys running off the field. A lot more of the starters involved that time in the special team. So normally, it's guys a little bit deeper in the depth chart trying to get some playing time, but I think that last return kind of scared them a little bit, and a lot of starters now going to see some special teams time.
So Kalamazoo with the ball, trailing by 7, 14-7 on the Frickers scoreboard. 4:54 to play here in the first half. Handoff going left side right there for a short gain. Good job by the Jackets to bottle that one up as the player loses his hat. He'll have to come off the field. That was Brunette, number 3, who lost the helmet right there. And he'll have to sit out of play.
Yeah, first time that we've called Thomas Coltrane today involved in that stop. He's working his way up. I think, 8th all-time in tackles now at Defiance.
Tremendous football player, yep.
112 away, I think, from becoming the school's all-time leading tackler, which is very doable through the year.
Fake handoff. Batted down. Ooh, that one was nearly intercepted by Pope.
Another guy, we talked about Coltrane, the senior, about Richard Pope, another all-league selection. The athleticism to get the big fella up.
You got to love it. You got to love it. The number one thing we're always screaming as we're watching football, if you can't get to the quarterback, they always say, get your hands up. Not only get his hands up, but he jumped in the air to eliminate that passing window right there. So 3rd and long for Kalamazoo here as the Jackets defense keying in. Taking a shot to the right side, incomplete. The defender fell down right there. He was trying to jump the route, and lucky for the Jackets that pass was underthrown. And it'll be a very quick 3 and out for the Hornets.
Yeah, Brian Murat, a guy that we've talked about the last couple of weeks. He just slipped down, trying to turn to stick with the receiver, but luckily the ball was not well thrown.
A lot of the passes to the right today have been either overthrown or underthrown, more underthrown than anything else for the Hornets by Nichols. So there's something about going to that side. It's not working today so far. But there's a lot of football left to play too. Hornets back to kick on this 4th and 8. See if he goes traditional or rugby style. He's going to go traditional. Got a little pressure up the middle, forced him to change right there. They're going to bring it back despite having the coverage right in his face right there, so a gutsy call on the return. And a nice return out to the 31 by Rome. Surprised to see Rome back there fielding the punts too? He is your playmaker.
He's been back there. Yeah, he's been back there all day, so it's That's their guy. It's the first time he's had a chance to return one. That one looked like he was going to let that go. He's had a couple that, he's made the right decision to let it bounce, and it's gone Defiance's favor. But first returnable ball in decent field position here. So 4:06, Defiance has shown she'd like to see them take the balance of the half and
nice
see if he can
4 minute
score
and
some
6
points.
second drive and put another touchdown on the board. Kalamazoo won the opening toss and deferred, so they will get the second half kickoff. So if you're the Jackets, you absolutely want to go ahead and run the next 4:06 off the clock and put some points on the board. Don't want to give Kalamazoo the opportunity for a 2-for-1 as Deisler gets about 8 on that first down carry up the middle. And again, there's no tell in the Jackets in terms of who the personnel is out there. Everybody can get the handoff and take off and make some things happen as Deisler gets that one right end and gets the first down.
Yeah, it's still 4 minutes, now 3:40. It's still plenty of time when you're looking at just over 50 yards. Defiant, they're going to make the change. I thought maybe we wouldn't see Freeman this drive, thinking that maybe they like Deisler just a little bit faster, the ability to turn the corner and get to the outside and want to be able to get out of bounds. But with the time on the clock, I think Defiant still has pretty much the entire playbook available.
Yeah, I think you also looked at how quickly we were able to get those 15 yards or so on those first couple plays that, as Ambrose actually keeps this one and has Freeman pulling him back. So I guess we got a turnover at the end of that play?
Yeah, while the pile was moving, Ambrose had the ball ripped out of his hands.
That's a good play on defense by the Hornets right there. Again, we talk about the forward progress. I mean, he's moving the legs, and the ball does come out before he's down, so that's a great job on defense by number 25, Karras, the junior, making a play right there. And again, they didn't blow it dead, so the ball is live until the officials blow it dead. Kalamazoo with a heads-up play to make the turnover.
Yeah, I think it was still moving forward. Jordan was fighting for every yard he could get, and a nice job. I don't know who actually ripped it free. Cardis was the one that came out of the pile. He's just saw him kind of
Cardis,
emerge.
not Karras, my bad.
Emerge from the pile with the football. So I don't know if he kind of came out of the middle and took that thing away or what. Now you're going to see Kalamazoo kind of do what they do best.
Taking the shot. There's a ton of time. So, the Jackets would have liked to run a 4-minute drive and put some points on the board. Kalamazoo, though, is showing on that opening drive the few seconds they had the ball that they can make, one play, take it to the house. So, the Jackets defense has responded favorably after that first drive, but Kalamazoo is a very quick strike type of offense. Here's a handoff up the middle. This one's going nowhere. And again, Kalamazoo's probably thinking, maybe it's not a bad idea to be a little more deliberate on offense. We don't want the Jackets to get the ball back because they've turned them over twice, but Jackets have also scored twice.
That was a surprising call. I did not expect to see a run really the rest of the half. Kalamazoo hasn't had a whole lot of success running the football today.
Might show a little bit of respect for the Jackets offense, though, too.
Yeah.
You want to run as much time off. You want to score here, but more importantly, you don't want to give the Jackets the ball back. Here's a shot down the field. This one is underthrown, and you're going to get a couple penalty flags. But it's not a spot foul. In college, it's only 15, so they're going to get the ball just past midfield after this penalty.
And Nichols looks like he's going to throw into triple coverage here and just a lot of hand fighting, it looks like. And, you see bodies hit the turf, and look to me.
That's a tough call, though.
Yeah,
because they say as a defender. They say as a defender, you don't get your head around for the ball. But his head was clearly around for the ball. And he turned his head around and made a play on the ball. But the legs got tangled up, the bodies got tangled up. And it's first down for the Hornets as they mark it off past midfield to the 45-yard line. And again, the Hornets will get the ball to start the second half. They won the opening kick and deferred. So if they can get that 2-for-1 like we talked about, turning over the Jackets again on this last drive and marching this one down. Jackets defense needs to get a stop here. Swing pass, running right side, good open field tackle by Coltrane.
Yeah, it's what Coltrane does best. And a nice job keeping the player inbounds, letting that clock run. If you're Defiance, you can't get to the half soon enough right now.
Jackets slow to get those extra men off the field, but they were able to do so and Pressure coming up the middle. That one caught. And it's a first down inside the 25 to the 23-yard line. And again, they're looking to move now. That one goes to, didn't catch a number on that one, Randy, did you?
It was Nate Clark, the running back, number 17.
Okay, I saw a 7, but I'm looking down at the roster real quick, and there's a 7, but he's a DB. So Nichols gets that crossing pattern complete for a first down. Minute 39 to play. Quick out. And that one's going to the house. Nobody behind him on safety support right there, so that's single coverage. And that's what the Jackets kind of got burned out on the first possession, is the Hornets are now an extra point away from tying the score.
Yeah, Connor Bell, running back, can move to receiver. Once the first man misses and nothing but green turf in front of him, and all the way into the end zone.
We do have a conversation with the officials, we have
multiple
multiple penalty flags. So if you're a Jackets fan, you obviously want this one to be called back. And usually where the penalty is would indicate, nope, this one's a penalty against the Jackets. So it must have been a hold up by the line of scrimmage on that, which is a very rare call. Usually you don't see a defensive holding that close to the line of scrimmage. It's usually more like 5-10 yards downfield. But Kalamazoo cashes in on the turnover. They do leave the Jackets with plenty of time if they're able to put a nice drive together here. But again, 2 turnovers for the Jackets so far, and Kalamazoo has cashed in with points on at least this turnover. Extra point is up, and the kick is no good. Pushed it to the right. 14-13 on the Frickers scoreboard. Randy, got any shout-outs?
Yeah, it looks like a few more coming in here. Let's go Tyshawn Freeman, Big Zero. Here is shout-out to D'Angelo Espinal and Emmanuel Gutierrez from Mexico. Here is shout-out to my son, number 77, Gabriel Bookman. Keep up the good work, watching from Belpre, Ohio. Coop, you owe me 2 more tackles on special teams from Artavius Harris. And there is... Get that one again. Anthony Sutherland, number 32. So proud of you.
We appreciate the shout-outs. DefianceWebcast@gmail.com is how you get hold of us. And, again, we'll be taking those messages all the way well into the second half. So, you get the opportunity to check on the stream. And, please remember to send us shout-outs in the second half as well. Let us know where you're watching, who you're rooting for. And if you're a friend or family member of one of the student athletes, then we'll be sure to say hello. Again, we want to say thank you to Kalamazoo for the video feed today. Here's a short kickoff. Actually, this one, it was I got discombobulated there, Randy. That kick actually went through the end zone right there. And the Fricker scoreboard again shows it 14-13. The Jackets will take over at the 25-yard line with 1:29 to play. And 2 of the 3 timeouts. I was going to say a full complement. Kazu is the one with the 3 timeouts there on the screen. So, again, plenty of time. You can just run your offense really with those 2 timeouts. But I think it forces you to consider pass more than maybe you did previously. Overshoots Rome on first down right there, did Ambrose.
Just had that one kind of go through his hands there. Yeah, and the clock's going to stop on first downs too. So if you're, shooting for 10, 12, 15 yards at a time, it's going to give you plenty of time. And
oh, yeah, there's tons of time.
Two timeouts will help out a little bit.
2nd and 10 here from the 25-yard line.
One thing you don't want to do is throw 3 straight incomplete passes, give Kalamazoo another minute.
Especially with those 3 timeouts that KZU has. Ambrose keeping. Ambrose running right side. Ambrose is going to get the first down and get out of bounds. So good job by Jordan right there. Good blocking downfield by the Jackets. And they faked the jet sweep and were able to make something happen rolling right side.
Yeah, that's one of the plays that's worked really well for the Jackets is they're going to say Ambrose stepped out a yard short.
Yep.
But he did get out of bounds, so that's the important part. So it still stops the clock here.
And you have plenty of time to make your call to the sideline, too, as opposed to 3rd and 1, staying in bounds, thinking you got to rush to the line and making a potentially bad decision. Now you have pretty much every play at your disposal with those 2 timeouts and the game clock stopping if you move the chains.
Yeah, the idea here, get the first down.
That one incomplete. And if I'm the Jackets, I'm strongly considering going for it here on 4th down, even though you're deep in your own territory. As we see that one almost catch the receiver by surprise.
That one actually went through 2 sets of hands. Looked like first that was Corday McAllister, number 80, who had it, and then had someone behind him. But
looks like Jackets are going to play it safe here and elect to kick.
One thing you didn't want to do was the quick 3 and out.
Yep. I have to think if I'm Kalamazoo, again, with the luxury of getting the kickoff to start the second half, you see everybody lined up on the line of scrimmage. You wonder if they're going to sell out going for the punter here, or if they're going to show rush and then step back in coverage. Yep, they're anticipating fake. So good kick. Goes out of bounds. So not bad starting field position this time for Kalamazoo as this one goes out at the 32. But 1:03 to play here. And again, it's a game of adjustments. And you just got burned by another single coverage, no safety help play. So you almost want to mix that up and now go like almost a full prevent defense kind of look with at least 2 safeties over the top.
Yeah, you're going to have, I was going to say at least 1, but yeah, you almost kind of want 2 in each side because we're going to see Kalamazoo kind of sling this one around.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to run the ball too much at this point. As we get a drop back, minimal pressure over the middle, complete. Oh, dropped. I think he was anticipating the next move instead of Durbin there, Andrew Durbin, the tight end. You got to get that ball in the hands before you can make the next move. And, like chess, you're anticipating the next move without completing the first one. So 2nd down and 10 with 57 seconds to play. KZoo with all 3 timeouts, but still trailing by 1 point on the Fricker scoreboard, 14-13.
Yeah, good hit there that last play. Tyquez Douglas, number 24.
Keeping everything in front of them. And
yeah, those are the
stop them
passes
in
for
bounds.
Defiance you don't mind Kalamazoo
nope,
completing.
Take them. Take your 4 yards and let the clock run, and Kalamazoo surprisingly not using a timeout.
Especially when they're having trouble lining up here. A lot of time wasted away.
Triple bunch formation to the near side. Going to be a scramble, and he is not going to get the first down. He's going to go out of bounds and do the Jackets a huge favor right here. Probably going to force a punt without the Jackets having to burn a timeout. That's a bad possession right there by the Hornets, Randy.
Yeah, that one, going back, especially when they had all the problems getting lined up, having the 3 timeouts, and that's one thing that coaches are gonna wish they had back is you don't get to take them home with you. They don't roll over. You don't get 6 to use in the second half.
The only thing I can think in a case like that is maybe they know the Jackets are able to put a sustained long drive together. Maybe they're not as worried about the quick hit type of offense.
If I'm Defiance, I'm taking this punt and I'm running 1 play and I'm letting the clock run out. I'm happy. I'm on the road. I'm up 1. I will take a 1-point win. Counts the same as a 10-point win or a 20-point win. So if I'm Defiance, I'm going to give – I will give Deisler or Freeman 1 shot. I will find my best play that gets – or even Rome. We saw some of those jet sweeps. I will give them 1 shot. If they bust something long, I'll consider a timeout and see what I can do. But if not, we'll run 1 play and we'll take this 1-point lead into the locker room.
Yeah, there's absolutely no reason to risk a long, drawn-out deep pass, the potential for a hit and a strip sack on the quarterback. And, that 15 seconds, you never know what can happen if you get good pressure on Ambrose. But Ambrose is not really all that afraid of the pressure because he's not a typical pocket quarterback. He's more of a mobile quarterback. So
send everyone deep. Yeah, they're going to go Freeman here. If he gets through here, he gets through. But yeah, I'm happy with the fine. Yep, that
let it
works,
run out.
Yeah,
yep.
It works perfectly
Play
well
it safe.
for me.
So the Jackets are going to go into the half with a 1-point lead, 14-13 on the Frickers scoreboard. We're going to step aside real quick, and Randy and I will give you some halftime stats. Maybe do a few more shout-outs, and then we'll get you ready for the second half of action here on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
Defy the ordinary at Defiance College, a leader in STEM career training, science, technology, engineering, math, with strong focus on hands-on research, internships, and field experience. Spend the summer conducting real research with faculty in fields like exercise physiology, water quality, data analytics, and much more. Personalized advising and mentorships for students pursuing health-related careers. Explore STEM and defy the ordinary at Defiance College.
All right, back out at halftime at Frickers and Defiance. Jim and Randy with Ken Reeker today bringing you the broadcast from Kalamazoo. Again, we want to thank Kalamazoo, the Hornets, for providing today's video stream that we're broadcasting over. And again, we are on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network from Frickers and Defiance. And Randy, it's been another great Frickers road game so far for the Jackets. 14-13 at the half with the missed extra point. A couple turnovers and a couple costly penalties. But boy, the statistics on the screen would suggest that this was a more lopsided football game.
Yeah, if I were to show you the stats and have you pick the score, I don't think the score you would come up would be 14-13. But you see, first downs, Defiance is more than doubled. Third down efficiency, I didn't realize how good it was until I saw it. 7 of 11. You see 361 yards total offense to 161. 166 yards passing, 195 rushing. But the numbers at the bottom are the ones that scare you a little bit. 7 penalties for 55 yards, none for Kalamazoo, and the 2 big fumbles to none. At the time of possession, Defiance has held the ball at 3 times as long, 22.5 minutes to 7.5 minutes. So Defiance has got a couple things to clean up. If you can hold on to the football, not turn it over, I think they're in a pretty good shape this afternoon.
Now let's look at how you slow down the Kalamazoo passing offense. After that first, as you see the individual stats coming up on the screen, that first pass, that one play, 60-yard touchdown pass by Josh Nichols, and then you thought, boy, there's going to be some huge adjustments. Mm-hmm. They haven't really made huge adjustments, so they've been subtle, but they've still been able to hit on some pretty big passes.
Yeah, you take a look. Nichols just 5 of 16 for 119 yards, 2 scores. So it seems like the majority of passes, everything's been downfield. We saw this a little bit with Adrian too, where they're just not choosing to take the short stuff. Everything's got to be deep. You see Jordan's number 17 of 22 for 166, another 71 on the ground. You see Freeman just 9 carries for 48 yards. I thought it was more than that, but
Kalamazoo, 5 yards a carry though, which is pretty good.
As a team, I think they were at 6.5 or something. So, Kalamazoo's going to let Defiance run the football. The first half numbers have shown that. Just the eye test has shown that. So. Your best right now, if you're Defiance, I think your best defense is your offense. The longer that offense stays on the field, and that's kind of what we hinted at in the pregame and through that first half special. We saw how quick Kalamazoo was able to answer that Defiance touchdown drive. Defiance, that opening drive took 6 minutes, marched downfield, put it in the end zone. Kalamazoo comes back in one play, and we kind of looked at each other and went, well, I guess, the time of possessions, it's not going to matter to Kalamazoo.
It explains
if they can get,
the time of possession.
If they get quickly, they're able to score. So your best defense, I think, for Defiance is that offense. That offense needs to stay out on the field. And if you can clean up the little things, the holding, we saw, 3 holding calls, 2 fumbles. So you clean up some of those things, I really like Defiance's chances the second half.
Yeah, me too. I think that Kalamazoo will get the ball to open the second half. But, again, if Jackets defense has done a pretty good job holding them to some 3-and-outs, they can hold them to a 3-and-out on this opening possession and put another one of those good drives together, but not have any self-inflicted wounds. No turnovers, no holding penalties, nothing like that. Put a touchdown or 2 on the board. You got to think 28 against Kalamazoo is going to look pretty good. Not that Kalamazoo can't put up points on themselves, but again, I don't know that Kalamazoo has played a team with as good a defense so far, from front line to secondary as the Jackets have.
Yeah, I think Defiance, through their first 2.5, 3 games now, I think Defiance has been the best team that's been on Kalamazoo's schedule so far. And, Kalamazoo, one of those programs we talked about, pregame kind of scuffling, expected to be kind of middle to bottom of the MIAA. You're going to schedule winnable games. And, you looked at Defiance, you looked at the track record of Defiance last, 5-7 years. This was one of those games that you kind of thought you were going to roll over and you wanted to get that W. And, Defiance has shown up tonight ready to play.
We're going to get ready for the second half kickoff here on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network. Again, broadcasting live from Frickers in Defiance, conveniently located right over by the campus of Defiance College. And There's there's a buzz going on here as I'm told there are some big D1 programs that are getting ready to kick off here pretty soon.
Yeah, the place was kind of quiet when we got here, but Ohio State with a 4 o'clock kickoff. Michigan playing some, MAC team that's orange and brown at like 7 or 7:30. It's just ugly colors, and it's whatever. That game's going to be probably 100-0.
Jackets look like they came up with this ball, but I think they're going to say he was down.
No, it worked for Kalamazoo when they come away with a pile with a football.
Good point.
We'll take a look at the replay here.
You see the return coming up close to the 30-yard line. That's where he's tackled. But you see the helmet down, player down, and then the ball stripped out. So good heads-up play by the Jackets on special teams to try to get the rip. But Kalamazoo takes over on that 30-yard line with the first down. Nichols back to pass, clean pocket. Over to the left side, incomplete. Good jump on the path right there by Red, who almost got the interception on the dive.
Yeah, Red kind of knew it too, and the coaches, you saw some of the coaches for Kalamazoo going to put their hands in the air. But Red might have gotten away with a little bit there because in the professional game, I don't know if you get the hand kind of around the back before the ball got there, but good incomplete pass.
So 2nd and 10 as Nichols drops back, steps up in the pocket. That one thrown a little tall but caught. But again, just an excellent tackle by Palmer to stop him for next to nothing on the game.
And now Kalamazoo kind of put themselves behind the sticks here with a 3rd and long on that first down incomplete pass.
3 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side, and they're spread out on this near side. Again, 1 safety over the top. Sending the running back in motion. That's going to be a decoy, though. And the Jackets swallow him up, get the pressure up the middle, and get the sack to stop him. And that's exactly what the defense needed right there, is that 3 and out.
Yeah, Nichols kind of rolled into it. He did a good job the opening half avoiding the pressure, but this time had a lot of room to kind of the left. But he wanted to – it looked like he was going to step up and throw. We saw a lot of that where had a lot of pressure in his face earlier, was able to hang in and throw the football. Looked like he wanted to do the same thing there, but that time just nowhere to go.
I believe that was Harris, number 44 on the stop, as Kazoo is forced on a 3 and out to punt the ball back, and the Jackets should get pretty decent starting field position here on this opening drive of the second half. Get a little buffering going on in the stream there. We apologize for that. That's one of those things that's unfortunately a little out of our control. That's the interwebs working right there.
Can get your internet to run faster.
Bad snap.
Oh!
If they can get him, he might have to take it down. No, he's going to get the kick off. Trust me on this one. Even though we're buffering, he's going to get that kick off, but it's going to go out of bounds. Nope, he actually kicked it to. That's a great heads-up play by the punter for Kalamazoo. I thought for sure that one was going to sail to the right.
Yeah, I was thinking just barely out of the end zone at that angle, but able to hang in there and still.
What a great job to be able to not fall on that ball, have the confidence to be able to scoop it up and still kick it. The benefit of being a rugby-style kicker, I guess, though, because if you're a traditional drop back, you're just falling on that ball and taking the 2 points.
Yeah, I mean, you're still only going to get about 10, 11 yards on that punt, but that could have been a lot worse for Kalamazoo.
So a bad snap right there almost leads to instant points for the Jackets. Instead leads to tremendous starting field position at the 39 of Kalamazoo.
Hey, but I like what Kalamazoo's thinking. Hey, Defiance, we let them go downfield. They're going to take 6 minutes, drive length of the field. Let's give them a short field so we get the ball back and some time back. That's next level thinking. That's chess when everyone else is playing checkers.
Pass complete to the left side, rolling out of bounds for the Jackets on a nice chunk play on first down right there. Did not catch the number. Looks like that might have been Jaden Scott, number 19 on the catch. Yep, number 19 there. 14-13 your score, and the Frickers scoreboard. Jackets first possession of the second half. Handoff to Freeman. Freeman gets the push. Not much of a push.
So that's what I was laughing at, too. Ambrose gets the handoff and then just gives him a little bit of a jump start. Now we're going to see Tyshawn have to sit out of play as the lid came off here. He's put the head down for the big hit, and then you can see the helmet pop off here somewhere in the middle of that pile.
So it's going to be a 3rd and short, but that's not a terrible thing for the Jackets. As deep as they are running back, is you can put about 4 or 5 different players in there and say, we're still going to run it up the gut and get that first down.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go with Deisler and who they have, Young earlier.
This one's going to be short of the first down. I think that might have been Hurt, number 26. No, I think it's 28 Young. Trying to catch that, and Freeman comes back in, and there's no question now the Jackets are going for this. You get that stop and that that punt, there's no way you're not going for this on 4th down. And I think everybody knows, at least they're pretty confident in what play is going to be run here.
Yeah, this time it's Ambrose who's going to him again. Gives a little help.
That's that Jalen Hurts special right there. Except it's the halfback getting the push by the quarterback instead of the other way around.
Yeah, whatever it takes to get the first down.
And they move the chains right there, and that's a first down for the Jackets. That's a good call right there, I think. I mean, you're too far to try a field goal. You're looking at about a 50-yard field goal at that point. You can't punt it back.
No, you got to take advantage of the short punt.
Very short, yeah. So, again, the offense and the O-line, one of the strengths of this team, the ability to run the ball against Kalamazoo today. So they did pick up that first down and were able to take advantage. Recker goes in motion to the left. Handoff to Freeman faked. Pass complete.
See, like this, we saw Recker get driven back. That pile stopped at the 30. Officials need to blow that dead because that's an unnecessary hit, and that ball would have been ripped out. I think Defiance would have had a legitimate beef there because that play was well dead.
Yep.
Officials let that go.
So Recker gets stopped for no gain, they'll call it. And the Jackets need to get inside the 20 to about the 17-16 for the first down. So 2nd and 10 here with the Jackets' first possession, up 1 of the second half. Ambrose keeps bottled up. Good defense that time. And the offensive line trying to get a little extra push on Ambrose there at the end of that one. Did not amount to much, though, as they get to about the 25. And they'll be well short of the first down on 2nd down to bring up a 3rd and 9. Ambrose going back with 2 wide receivers to the top, 1 at the bottom. Recker in motion. Freeman in the backfield to his right. Faking the handoff pass, going up top, just out of the hands of the receiver. That was a good open look right there. And a 4th down, and I think this one you go for it too, Randy. It's too far for a field goal attempt right here.
Yeah, I would go for this. You got to take advantage, like we said earlier, that short punt. Got to take advantage of this here. Although, they're going to bring in extras guys. We saw it earlier. You maybe throw this out in the flat with Deisler and hope he can make the first guy miss.
That's exactly how KZoo scored on their 2nd touchdown.
Mm-hmm. I have to admit, Kalamazoo's done a nice job defensively here. They've kind of limited that running game. These plays that were going for 5, 6, 7 yards in that opening half have been held about 2, 3, or 4. But now this
may change things here.
It's going to make it a little bit difficult.
4th and 15. Now you're almost to the point where you almost have to bring the punting team out and try to pin them inside the 10. But we'll see if the offense stays out there on the field. Of course, again, we've seen enough times to know that if Recker is in the backfield, he may drop back as the quarterback and do a quick kick. But instead they are going to.
Yeah, he's the H-back. It's exactly what's going to happen.
So they're going to look like they're going to kick this one, but the defense is going to play it, and we have another penalty against the Jackets. So what became, to me anyway, to look like a quick kick with Recker is now 10 consecutive false start yards and penalties against the Jackets, and now the traditional punt team.
That was going to be my point. Do you perhaps maybe do that on purpose because you're playing the entire time was to send your punt unit out there?
It's an excellent point. So the Jackets will get backed up 5 more yards, line of scrimmage being the 36. It's a 4th and 20. So there's no question now you're not going for it. Just need a good snap here, need to pin him inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, Bologna's has proven to be one of the best in the HCAC, and a fair catch inside the 10.
So the Jackets stopped them and get the ball back, but unfortunately are not able to do it do anything with it despite being able to pick up that 1 4th down, Randy.
Yeah, we got a couple more shout-outs here. Shout-out Brayton Durkee, number 76. Hope to have a great game day. And one more quickly, Jaden Scott. Just want to let you know how proud I am of you. I'm watching the game now. Do your best, buddy. We miss you here in South Carolina.
Aftershock Cart and Equipment. We are your one-stop shop for carts. We sell and service Yamaha, E-Z-GO, and Club Car. We have stock and custom carts, new and used carts, and a full line of accessories. We can build a cart to your specific needs. We also offer financing through Yard Card with rates as low as 3.99%. Stop by our indoor showroom and give us a call. We look forward to hearing from you for all your karting needs. There's a deep shot, incomplete on 1st down. And again, just taking the shot, that was what they did in the first half too. It worked to a great deal of success.
Except for the end of the half when Defiance was giving Kalamazoo those plays in the middle of the field, this has been Kalamazoo's passing game. And, Defiance got burnt. That 60-yard touchdown, the first play of the game, has been, I think, about half of the passing yardage so far. So
there's a nice defensive play on the run right there, forcing them to stretch that one out. No late hit, no flag. There you go. That one stretched out to the side on a short run right there, but not for much as it brings up a 3rd and long. I believe that was Brunette, the senior, on the run going to the left. Nichols with, again, Brunette to his left. 2 wide receivers, 1 on either side on this 3rd down. Taking a quick slant shot over the middle, knocked down, incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th down. That would have been right at the sticks. The receiver, looking for the flag. Got there a little early, maybe, but got the hand in and knocked the ball down, trying to time that just right.
Trying to see who that was for Defiance. And it was a single digit, and there was too many good single-digit players, and it was either Red, Palmer, Boudoir. All have had great first couple of games of the year. And I don't know which one of those 3 knocked that down, but a great play in the secondary by Defiance.
So that forces a punt from the end zone. If they get another bad snap, this one's a safety because there's no room behind the punter to chase the ball down. Something tells me it's not going to be. Yep, better snap this time. Good pressure coming up the middle, but a good kick. Returnable to the 45-50. 45 of Kalamazoo in the 40, and brought down at the 39-yard line. Nice return there by the Jackets as Rome is able to make that first man miss, shake out of the second tackler, and then he's off to the races going left side.
Yeah, you talked about the snap, and actually had that in my high school game last night where the punt snap is high, and that gets in a long snapper's head, and he goes, okay, put too much on the last one, and they almost one-hop it, thinking that it's going to be. So, one mistake by a long snapper really sets you back, and that one a much better job. You're just got to have a quick memory and put that behind you.
Mark Moats Ford at our Ford dealership in Defiance, Ohio. We strive to provide you with top-notch service that no one else can offer. Whether you're a new or returning customer, you're going to be treated fairly and welcomed by our friendly staff. We believe in a family atmosphere, and that's because Mark Moats Ford has been family-owned for over 100 years. There's a shot down the left side, incomplete, but we do get a flag on the play as that pass was intended for Squire, one of the freshmen. And we have 2 flags on the play. Do I hear a 3rd? Nope, just the 2 flags on the play.
This might be offsetting. We might have a holding to the outside and a pass interference downfield.
You see Ambrose there, not really eavesdropping, but still an interesting
I'm going to stand right here, and if
the
the officials happen to converse near me, I'm going to listen. All right. Hey, so I saw there's a B-dubs down. No, we got to go to Frickers. All right. Well, hey, there's this place.
Football, food, and fun here at Frickers.
Right? You always wonder what these officials talk about in these long meetings.
So we're about to see the call, and again, the pointing back against the Jackets, ineligible downfield is the initial call. And that'll be a 5-yard mark off. So it'll be 1st and 15. As you see the downfield shot, the play didn't take that long to develop, so I'm interested in the flag that came way down there by where the pass was attempted.
Yeah, me too.
Because that had absolutely nothing to do with an ineligible man downfield. Play action, rolling to his left, running, now cutting back to the right. Ambrose inside the 35 to the 31-yard line. He'll be about 3 yards short of the first down.
Yeah,
you see they let the KZoo defense swarm towards the middle, but he's doing a good job stepping up into the pocket, and then he sees the clearing.
Yeah, I like to see him. Breaks contain, and like to see him get the penalty yardage back. I want to see him not maybe fall forward and take a big hit at the end of the play. But
that one was a little scary. As Ambrose, I believe, on the keeper, he's going to be just short of the first down on that keeper right there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and 1. The offense is staying on the field again, Randy.
Yeah, so we get
Freeman leans forward for the big first down.
Yeah, one HCAC final in. I believe Albion was a winner over Roseholm 48-19. Trying to get the rest of the scoreboard to get you updated on HCAC football here, and it keeps pulling up last week's.
That only works if you're a week late watching the stream.
You never know.
If you're watching last week's stream, then we can give last week's scores, and then it will seem like we're clairvoyant. So first down for the Jackets. Play action pass. Rolling to his right. In some trouble. He's going to go ahead and try to take off with this one. Just fall forward. Take the shot.
Had a defender in the bottom of the pile, had him by the ankle, and that's one of those things Jordan will have to learn is that it wasn't really going to go anywhere. There's no reason to fight for yardage and take a big hit when all you got to do is just fall down, kind of live to fight another day.
So second and long for the Jackets on this drive, still leading 14-13. A whole lot of activity resulting in 0 points so far as both teams' defenses have stepped up when they needed to. Jackets especially have looked really strong here in the second half on defense so far. Offense needs to cash in on one of these, though, these good starting field position opportunities. Man in motion. Ambrose will keep this one on the handoff, going up the middle, getting about 4. And it'll bring up a 3rd and short again.
Now, we could nitpick a little bit here. We've fumbled the ball twice. The one thing you don't want to see happen, Jordan, he saw him running, one hand on the football, kind of leaving it out there when he takes off. So might be one thing to work on just a little bit. But that's kind of nitpicky, but just those little things you want to try to clean up. Yeah.
Again, you've turned it over in key situations a couple times when you look like you were primed to score. So anything that gives the defense an opportunity to make the strip, you don't want to have that happen. Here's a rollout, taking a shot, incomplete. Going for Rome across the middle. The offense probably stay on the field again. I know I sound like a broken record. I apologize for that. But, again, it's a 4th and mid.
Yeah,
and
you'd be looking at
a 38-yard field goal.
38-yard field goal. That's what I was thinking, too. Had one doink off the upright already today.
And not that you don't trust your kicker. I mean, Sanchez is a pretty good kicker.
Yeah.
It's more along the lines of, Kalamazoo can be an explosive offense, can score with big plays. I think you need to cash in when you have these opportunities.
And you get to this, we're halfway through the third quarter here. You get to these parts of the game where, a 1-point lead as opposed to a 4-point lead. It doesn't matter because you're going to get a touchdown.
Touchdown, Jackets. Jaden Scott with the catch right there and rolls in. Quiets the crowd for just a moment and sneaks into the end zone. See him coming across the middle. Well-delivered ball. Stops on a dime. Wrong foots the defender and reaches across the goal line for the touchdown. That's a huge score for Defiance College with an opportunity to go up 8 with the extra point.
Well, like the brilliant analyst I am, I was going to say, why score 3 when you can score 6?
There you go.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
And that's exactly what happened. The extra point is up. The extra point is good. So the Fricker scoreboard now shows at 21-13, advantage Defiance College. Randy, service master by McCann. Keeping Defiance College in pristine condition does more than create a good first impression. It also boosts productivity and keeps your employees safe and healthy. At Service Master by McCann, we understand how important a clean and safe environment is, and our cleaning experts work tirelessly to provide customized cleaning and disinfecting services to offices, businesses, healthcare facilities, and other spaces throughout Defiance. Thank you, Service Master, for your support of the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
It's like just a couple shout-outs here. How about shout out Coach Nickel from his grandma Charlotte in
That's 2.
Lewisburg, Ohio.
I like it.
Go Yellow Jackets. And someone's quick here. Go Jaden Scott, number 19. Mom Santner, proud of you.
Yeah, that was an excellent job to establish the footing on 4th down right there, and then able to make the spin, get out of the defender, and then dive for the end zone. That's all about want on a play like that, and he wanted that end zone, and he got it. So Sanchez getting ready to kick off for the Jackets with a better-looking 8-point lead right now is Kalamazoo with the 13 because of the missed extra point earlier.
Oh, like the point I was going to say when we were talking about going for it or kicking the field goal, we're at that point of the game now. You're at 14, 13, 17, 13. Either way, still getting beat by a touchdown. So you what do you want to do when you see how quick Kalamazoo has the ability to put points up, although they haven't done it today? Done a nice job. We got a late flag. Yeah, again, still fighting. Ball again came out loose. These went against Defiance in the opening half, but
this one I think is going to be a hold though against Kalamazoo. I'd have to see 2 flags on the play, but I'd have to think this one's coming back.
And every time there's a big scrum, which has been every kickoff and almost every running play.
Regularly. There's been some sort of an infraction or an almost strip or something like that.
So, see, these have been extremely long conversations with this officiating group. So must have the switch for the headset inside the pocket.
Dual penalties against Kalamazoo. That one will be the illegal hands to the face will be declined because that one must have been the one that was about 10, 15 yards farther up the field.
Yeah.
You take the one from the farthest point back if it's a spot foul.
So, yeah, you see the hold. You see the tug of the jersey, and that went against, I believe, that was Douglas, number 24. Kind of saw the tug of the jersey, and then Douglas, and the thrown down. But, yeah, player was down, then the ball squirts out. So, yeah, there's no fumble there. But it's kind of having a little fun with the officials. Sometimes the plays extend a little longer than they should, and some plays they get blown dead pretty quick. So
18-yard line is where they're going to start, and they'll option right. And that'll be a decent chunk play on 1st down. They'll give them about 5, maybe 6 out to the 25-yard line. So about a 6-yard pickup there on 1st down. 2nd and 4 for Kalamazoo coming up. 7 minutes to play here in quarter number 3. KZoo trails by 8. Here's a slant pattern dropped over the middle. Would have been a 1st down out to the 30-yard line. And good defense by the Jackets right on top of that one. They're not fooled very often by these quick hit type passes. They're in good position on coverage.
Yeah, it was Brian Murat, number 8, stepped up, had a big play there. He's had a couple of them today, but the secondary for Defiance, outside of broken play here or there, has done a fairly good job. All sorts of running room there. Yeah, Nickel had everyone fake. Now he's going to turn upfield and have the 1st down.
Smart slide right there. No sense in taking the punishment. Nichols is able to roll out of the pressure, but we do have an injured player back at the 25-yard line for Kalamazoo. Looks like one of those offensive linemen, Randy.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll get a chance to see a replay here, but you're going to see Nichols kind of outrun or overrun the pressure because he was rolling out to the near side of the field at first, and then you saw the lineman kind of run by him. Everyone's kind of taught you kind of stay in your lane, and I don't mean the stay in your lane that we hear it nowadays, but where you see him, you see the pressure coming, and he's able to turn around. He gets a little help with a push in the back. You might be able to see a penalty as well. Yeah, you see the lineman kind of engage, and then that looked like a knee injury. That looked kind of bad.
You certainly don't want to speculate on that, but a good scramble by Nichols and able to get the 1st down. But again, like you said, Randy, you saw that offensive lineman, and you see the players kneeling down, indicating what could potentially be the severity of the issue, which you never want to see anybody get injured, but especially not with the players kneeling around you like that, because they can kind of sense that something's not right. Saw that foot get planted, and then that leg shot up in the air. And that's usually not a good sign, as hopefully it's just a case where you tweaked something and you didn't do anything more than that, and we certainly hope that's the case with the young man that's down right now.
Yeah, just a tough break with a quarterback scrambling, just trying to give him a couple more seconds. And just a tough play there for Kalamazoo.
We haven't even, he's getting helped up, and hopefully he'll be able to get off under his own power, that would be a very encouraging sign. You have any shout-outs?
Yeah, here is a couple watching from Daytona Beach, Florida. Let's go, number 42, Richard Pope IV.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe one more. Shout out to the 4D family. Raton DJ, keep us up, y'all boys. And I think we're caught up again.
He did not catch the number of the offensive lineman that came up, but he walked off without assistance, which is a very, very good sign.
That's the
so
big
hopefully it'll be a case where you take maybe a few plays off, get everything checked out, then you're back out there for the next possession or maybe later in this possession. Unless the Jackets defense can make a play and get that ball back for the offense. Here's a handoff going up the middle. Going to cut through to the secondary of the defense, to the 50, to the 40, to the 35, and pushed out of bounds at about the 31, 32-yard line right there. Nice run and a first down for the Hornets. That was Sheldon Riley, number 26, the junior running back on the run. You see him get that breakaway speed into the secondary, and boy, he was untouched for quite a while.
At Defiance, playing back a little bit, you talked about it, bringing the safeties back, and that's going to open up some running lanes, and Kalamazoo able to take advantage there.
Pass complete, and a nice first down gain right there. That one going to Hanlon, number 83, Lucas Hanlon. And Kalamazoo, again, now running tempo with 3 wide receivers to the top side, and that one a little underthrown. And I mean under as in low, not as in short.
Yeah, Nichols might have had that one leave his hand funny, as that one looked like one that he should have hit. Just kind of one-hopped the receiver.
That was a pretty open look. He ran a nice quick slant route right there, running a post, and was unable to make the connection, as it'll bring up a second down. Oh, they actually marked him short on that first one, so 3rd and 1 here. Handoff. Oh, it slipped out of a would-be tackler, which would have stopped him short of the first down. Instead, the defense this time pulls him straight down on the tackle instead of allowing the wide receiver to pull him about 5 extra yards.
Yeah, I believe that was Connor Bell, number 42, had a touchdown earlier. Seeing some playing time at running back now.
So a first down for the Hornets with under 6 to play here in quarter number 3. They trail by 8, 21-13. Pressure coming up. Good open field tackle right there by the Jackets. Excellent job by Murat to make the stop, but not before a nice 9-yard catch.
Yeah, Murat playing single coverage out there is able to make a stop. I'm sure that was one thing talked about with the DC defense at halftime, is shoring up the tackling, especially if your receivers are going to play, your DBs are going to play one-on-one. A bad snap there.
Bonus for the Jackets as Nichols falls on that bad snap. And again, in college, once your knee is down with the ball, play is dead. Nichols looks like he's favoring that right leg a little bit. See that?
There's a little bit of a limp there.
That little hitch in his giddy up. So 3rd down and 6 for the Jackets, and little miscommunication in terms of assignment on the top there by Palmer. Just making sure. Taking a shot down the field. Caught for a touchdown. Big time pitch and catch right there to Spates.
As able to just drop this in. Again, single coverage to the outside. And up and over, I believe that's Vishon Palmer. Palmer trying to get set up, positioning. But just drops it up and over his shoulder in for the touchdown. Now
the receivers ran a nice crossing route right there too, so it caused the Jackets to have to make a switch, and the Jackets, with that communication issue on the pre-snap, kind of carried over into the touchdown right there. So Kalamazoo going for 2 to try to tie it.
Yeah, if you're Kalamazoo, you start chasing points. You missed an extra point. You got to try to make it up here. So this will be interesting. Because if you don't get this, it puts you behind the 8 ball kind of the rest of the night.
And they're going to get it easy. As that one goes right back to the same player right there, Hanlon again. See him come in motion. Nobody picked him up. Nobody picked him up.
Kind of lined up as more of a tight end H-back kind of guy. Just leaked out. Yeah, like you said, Jim, no one saw him coming, and he's able to get in. Just snuck in. Now we got ourselves a brand new ball game.
21-21. Randy, the State Bank provides a full range of financial services for consumers and small businesses, including wealth management, private client services, mortgage banking, and commercial and agricultural lending, operating through a total of 22 banking centers, 19 in 9 Ohio counties, and 1 center in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and 23 full-service ATMs. We have 5 loan production offices located throughout the tri-state region of Ohio, Indiana, and Michigan. That's the State Bank. Thank you so much for your sponsorship of the Yellow Jackets Sports Network. As we get ready for the kickoff, Randy just said it. Brand new ball game here from Kalamazoo on the Frickers scoreboard. It is now 21 apiece as the Jackets have 5:22 to play here in quarter number 3 to do something about that. Both teams have shown the ability to get some big plays. The defenses have also made some big stops. Jackets have not done themselves too many favors as we get a fair catch on the kickoff, and that'll bring it up for a first down starting point for the Jackets. I think that's a good call right there. Get that fair catch. Give yourself the easy yards.
Yeah, they're just – I think Defiance is happy with the starting at the 25, the way the ground game's been going, although Kalamazoo's made some adjustments here and have kind of held that rushing attack in check. But this is one of those periods of the game with Defiance here. 5:21 to go in the third. You can take up the rest of the quarter and put yourself in a good position.
So very entertaining ball game from Kalamazoo. Again, want to thank the Hornets for the use of their web stream today. You see that bug in the corner just in front of the Frickers logo. And the Fricker scoreboard does again show it 21-21 as we get a substitution penalty against the Jackets before anything happens, which is never a good way to start a drive.
Usually an indication that they broke the huddle with 12. I think they were not sure on what the personnel should be, and that someone out there that shouldn't be. Now they got everything set.
And now they have 11 on there, which that's what you're allowed in college football. They don't allow that 12th one out there.
Nope, only in Canada.
So first down, Ambrose back to pass. Feeling the pressure up the middle, he steps out of it. Again, carrying that ball up around the shoulder like that, does kind of scare me a little bit, seeing, he was high and tight with it that time, but again, just that one hand on the ball.
Yeah, he's
the punch out.
Trying to step up, makes the first man miss, had an opening, and he's still able to go forward for about 3 yards, so you like the fact that he got some positive yardage. But, just kind of give yourself up at some play and fight to live another day.
So second down and 12 after the quarterback run. 2 wide receivers to both sides with, looks like Deisler in the back. Next to Ambrose to his left as Record goes in motion, repositions back. Here's the pitch to the left. Good defense by the Hornets. Player loses the helmet, but I don't think he cares too much as number 22, that can't be Josh Anderson. It's got to be Garrison, the sophomore linebacker. Corey Garrison with the stop right there. Loses the lid, and he's back over the sideline for a play, but not before making a great play on the run.
Yeah, and again, like I said earlier, those were plays that were going for 5 yards or more, and that time held to just a couple. And Defiance in a tough spot here in 3rd and 10.
Forcing them to be a more one-dimensional team in an obvious passing situation. So we'll see what they elect to do. Jackets drop back, pressure coming, pass over the middle. It low hops Rome, and the Hornets defense holds and does its job. So that's a good defensive possession for the Hornets. Not a very good offensive possession for the Jackets.
Kalamazoo able to get pressure on Defiance without having to blitz there, just running their 4. And Ambrose tried to feed that into a tight window, just a little short for Tyrone, and now see a punt back coming up here.
The ball at the 25-yard line on a 4th and 10. Jackets will look to try to flip the field and get this ball well past the 50. High snap, pressure coming, but a good kick, and this one is going to be fair caught at the 42-yard line. And again, selling out for the block right there, so that means nobody backfield to block the punt return.
Yeah, got not one of the better efforts out of below nose, but defense done a pretty good job today. So we'll see if they can hold Kalamazoo here.
Yeah, neither team really pulling away to this point. It's the Jackets who go up a score, KZoo draws back. Jackets go up a score, KZoo draws back. KZoo has not played with the lead yet today, I believe, correct?
No, I don't think they have.
Because they trailed 7-0, then 14-13, then they tied it. There's another drop snap by the quarterback. Defense is going to just tee off, but not before Nichols gets a couple yards rolling, kind of for his life at the end of that play right there. As he didn't fall on that one, he was able to pick that one up and do something with it.
Yeah, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that could have been a lot worse. And it's the second low snap he had trouble with.
So Nichols with 3 wide receivers going to the right side, 1 to the near side. Halfback to his left on this 2nd and 10, bringing a wide receiver in motion. Going to run a crossing pattern. They're going to target him, and this one is almost intercepted by the Jackets. Saw it coming from a while away as Isaiah Watts had this one off the tip. See him trying to run a rub route right there.
Yeah, use the official as an extra guy. Watts had it, and then the receiver going to turn into a defensive player, thinking that one was going to get picked off.
I got to give credit right there to Sam Hughes, number 6, the running back who ran the crosser, turned around and played defense right there, knocked the ball out of Watts' hands. Otherwise, that's an easy interception. He was unable to come down with the catch after going in motion, coming across the field on that drag route, and had to turn around and knock the ball out of the defender's hand to keep from getting it picked. Taking a shot deep downfield. This one is caught! And it's a touchdown for the Hornets. What a back-breaking touchdown that is for the Jackets.
Yeah, broken play and going to Hannafin. You'll see number 83. He's going to break loose. Once
no
he
holding
sees
call.
he sees the scramble, he's going to take off downfield.
Did he step out of bounds before he caught that? The official doesn't have his hat off, so I'm guessing everything is as presented on the field right there.
The official right on top of it, right there running with him, stride for stride, so he didn't see anything there.
So Kalamazoo takes its first lead of the game with 2 minutes, 14 seconds to play. The extra point is up and good, and the Fricker scoreboard shows it 28-21 Kalamazoo. Metzger's Printing is your marketing solutions provider, specializing in multi-format commercial printing, cross-media marketing, and fulfillment services. At Metzger's, we thrive on providing innovative solutions and quality service. We invite you to tour our site to get an idea of the tremendous range of services we offer at Metzger's Printing in Toledo. Thank you so much for your sponsorship of the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
Yeah, got a few shout-outs here. Here is one for Jalen and Jelani Warren. We love you, twins. Love Mom and Dad. We're watching from Palmetto, Florida. Here is Thaddeus Sneed watching all the way from Macon, Georgia. Let's go Jackets. Number 9, Jordan Ambrose rooting for you in the Defiance football team. Love Mom, Grandma Irene, Cousin Danielle from Tomball, Texas. And here is what a kicking duo. Let's go Zeke and Matthew shouting out 18 and 10. And we got a few more here, and we'll get to them in just a minute.
Kickoff coming by Kalamazoo. This one is going to be fair caught at the goal line. And, again, easy decision for Tyrone to just take that one out to the 25-yard line. And don't take any unnecessary punishment or anything like that. You know, it's never a bad idea to kind of see what's out there for your return. But, again, if you're coaches and you're saying, look, we're doing all right on offense. Let's just – trust the process.
Right.
We're going to be all right. Just take the fair catch, take the easy yards.
Yes. A few more shout-outs here. Watching again from the Panhandle of Oklahoma. Cooper Sloan, number 23, due his parents, Jana and Jim Sloan, who traveled to every game to watch. They're from Meriden, Mississippi. Here's Sarah O'Shea. Shout-out to number 19 and 0. Keep up the good work. Get another touchdown. And there is Karina Maldonado. That's my son, number 10. Happy with the kick there. And family watching from Lake Elsinore, California.
Jaden Scott with that first down catch. And again, that's one way to take the defense off of the running game a little bit and start completing some of those passes and making the defenders miss. So that'll just make the running game a little easier as we go forward. Freeman in the backfield, Instead, they'll run the screen to Rome to the right side. Rome will bounce off a would-be tackler, still going up towards midfield to the 48-yard line on that nice first down pass.
Yeah, watch the replay here, and you're going to see Kalamazoo kind of block the defender, and you see Warren kind of gets blocked into Rome. Rome's not going to let that stop him. Runs out of the first tackler, still fighting for yards here. It's going to take 3, 4, 5 guys to bring him down.
Freeman gets the push. Freeman gets the first down. He is into plus territory to the 45, maybe the 44-yard line. And again, now we're starting to see the running game reestablish itself. And I think the running game has been set up by the pass. So it's kind of the flip the script of what you normally see in the offense.
Yeah, so Gabriel Bookman, number 77, a little slow to get up. Lineman for DC that last play.
Incomplete pass for the Jackets on first down.
Yeah, looking for Warren here, and Warren just had it kind of slip out of his hands.
So Warren, the intended target to the right side, he'll go off for a play. Substituted in is McAllister, one of the freshmen, playing to the near side down here. 2 wide receivers to the right, or to the left. Freeman up the middle, continuing to drive those legs. Get close to the 40 to the 41-yard line to bring up a 3rd and 7. 3rd and 6, my apologies. 4-yard run there on second down. Now you're almost again in that point of the field where you have a decision to make depending on the third down.
I think this is 4-down territory. I think you're using 2 plays to get this.
Taking the shot downfield, that was miscommunication all the way between the quarterback and the wide receiver.
Yeah, I think you're throwing that downfield because you're going for it on 4th down. That was, yeah, some of that, I don't understand.
It was McAllister, again, the intended receiver, number 80. And they're sending out the punt team, Randy.
Wow, that shocks me.
I think maybe 3rd down was your shot, thinking that we'll try to draw a penalty or maybe catch them off guard in single coverage. But, again, just a little bit of mix-up between receiver and quarterback. McAllister not getting quite as much work on the bottom at the wideout position. That'll come with experience. Kick and a check up and fielded very astutely by the up man for the Jackets. I believe that was Burkholz, the linebacker on special teams right there, caught that one as it checked up. So starting field position, marking it back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Here's where the Jackets need a 3 and out, and they need to get good starting field position, punch one in for the tie.
Yeah, you're making Kalamazoo start. Looking at the yard, I think starting inside the 15.
Oh, you're right, 13-yard line, not 18.
So,
good eyes.
No, the lines get a little sideways, and you look at it cross-eyed, you're not exactly sure where they're at on the field.
Hand off running right. Jackets stringing this one out. And a good tackle right there after a very short gain. Good job by Coltrane to get in there and make the stop.
Yeah, those are the tackles we've seen Thomas Coltrane make for the last 3 years plus. Gets out, stretches that play out, and is able to make the stop.
Good lateral quickness, good sure-handed tackle right there as they go empty on second down, 3 to the top, 2 to the bottom. They'll take their time. They may run this one all the way down with 5 seconds to play in the quarter. I think Kalamazoo is going to be content just to show that 5-wide look and then let the clock run out.
Yep.
And that's what Kalamazoo ends up doing. So we're 3 in the books. The Hornets lead the Jackets 28-21 on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network. And Randy, we want to remind folks you can shoot us an email at defiancewebcast@gmail.com. That's how you reach out to us. We're going to step aside and get you ready for the 4th quarter here from Kalamazoo from the Frickers Road game on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
Discover, engage, formulate, initiate, defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Defy, with a unique 4-year focus on career readiness, experiential learning, and 95% plus career placement. Want to serve? 100% of entering students defy the ordinary by engaging in community service with nationally recognized community-based research and service programs. Undergraduate studies you love with personalized experience you want. Defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Apply to Defy.
Back out of Frickers and Defiance for our Frickers road game. This is week number 3 for the Yellow Jackets. They trail the Hornets from Kalamazoo 28-21 in what has been a very entertaining football game so far, Randy. What do the Jackets need to do here in this fourth quarter? I mean, obviously you need to stop. But, I mean, the Kalamazoo Hornets have done a good job slowing down the run.
Yeah, you got to hope you can kind of contain Kalamazoo, and as I say, you see the quarterback scramble out for a first down. But you got the punt, held them inside the 15, and the idea is to kind of force a 3-and-out and get good field position. And you let Kalamazoo get the first down there. Now it's going to be Kalamazoo's turn to play keep away, which isn't really the strong suit.
Looks like they actually marked him out of bounds about a yard short, so it's a break for the Jackets. Can they take advantage?
And this one's going to be real close as well.
I think they stopped him short. We'll see. That's going to be really close. They're going to mark it a first down. That's one of the things I always remembered from my time doing Albion football is that there aren't a whole lot of measurements. It's usually just
there's not anymore.
It's just we eye it, we're rolling.
Yeah.
So first down for the Hornets here.
Anymore, the offense kind of gets the advantage there, and if it looks like it's relatively close, they're going to go ahead. Although we're talking about a tight game into the fourth quarter, if there'd be a time for a measurement, you think that'd be it?
I'd want to be absolutely certain, and the officials feel comfortable they were. So on the possession goes. We get a swing pass out to the right. This one's going to be bottled up for nothing. Good defense by the Jackets right there, and a good stop.
You guy we've called a couple of times today, Dominic Harris, defensive end, sophomore, really stepped up tonight, this afternoon, played real well.
You got to love the quickness from the D-line to be able to go all the way out with that screen pass right there and track that one down for no gain.
And they're going to flip. Harris is going to be the end coming to the near side. Yeah, good gang stop there. That was one of those plays Kalamazoo was able to break earlier, but Isaiah Watts, number 1, the first guy there.
Watts with a nice sure-handed tackle stops the would-be receiver from picking up too many yards downfield. That'll bring up a 3rd and long. Jackets need to turn this one over.
This is really Kalamazoo's version of a running game. They're just going to get these quick passes out, let that clock just continue to tick away.
The receiver never turned around for the ball in that case, Randy. That was a go route that was thrown like a stop route or maybe a back shoulder, but that was a miscommunication between quarterback and receiver for the Hornets that time. Yeah,
good stop for Defiance. So held Kalamazoo to just the 1 first down. They're going to punt from inside their 30, so you hope that, if you're Defiance, you can take over at least at your own 30. Down a score, still plenty of time here.
So we'll see what remember the one bad snap. There's a good snap, good pressure up the middle, almost blocked. Flop by the punter right there, but they're not going to get a call. And again, the ball checks up.
Yeah, even a shorter punt, you're going to take over at your 40.
So first down for the Jackets in decent territory at the decent field position at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, might want to think about giving an Academy Award to that punter for the guy running by. Oh, he clipped me!
Yeah, and he fell so slow, too.
Right, holding his knee down like he got blown up.
Yeah, the flop not called in this case, and rightly so.
It's only European soccer.
Well, then they need stretchered out, too.
It's true.
I've seen enough of the highlights of that to know that they take flopping to a whole nother level in some cases.
Clock runs the wrong way, and it never stops, and it's awkward.
Handoff up the middle for Freeman. Freeman bounces off a couple of tacklers, but then is stopped after a gain of about 3. Get him up to the 44-yard line. Again, with as much time, Jackets do trail by a score. You obviously need 2 possessions, 1 to tie and then 1 to take a potential lead. But there's so much time left that you can be patient with this offense, and you can run a nice 6-minute drive here.
No, if you're Defiance, you stay right in your offense. That's worked pretty well.
Over the middle, caught by Recker, first down. They'll drive him back, and Recker will drive himself back forward.
Yeah, that's the problem. Recker, they are going to give him the progress because
I was going to say
he continued to fight for it. That makes you think that maybe they're going to mark him short. But, yeah, you see him come down with it in the 50 or on the plus side of the 50. He's pushed back a good 5 yards, but the official, see the top official, see him working the sideline. And what made me nervous is he started to drift back, but then we see him at the end keep moving forward, and it looks like he's going to have the first down.
So you wonder why they let the play continue if they called
again,
it
yeah, it's what I mentioned earlier.
Ambrose taking a shot right side, just out of the hands, just out of the reach of the intended receiver. So off or not on first down right there, but I do like the look to take the shot with the single coverage.
Yeah, trying to stretch the play out. Kalamazoo has bottled up this Defiance run game a little bit in the second half, so the opportunity there kind of move things out, and we have a penalty?
Another offensive holding for the Jackets. They got to be closing in 100 yards in penalty yardage today, as this one takes them out of plus territory, back into their own territory. It'll be a 1st and 20. Again, that's tough to overcome. I mean, a false start, 1st and 15, not as big a deal, if you're a little off script, but a 1st and 20 makes you a little more one-dimensional, and the Jackets need to be more balanced.
Yeah, it's a tough one. See if they can get some of it back, though.
To Rome. Rome cuts to the outside and loses his footing near the 47-yard line. That was good downfield blocking right here. But
yeah, you're going to see his blocker come up, and Rome's trying to figure out which way the blocker was going and just clipped him a little bit. Rome looked like couldn't tell. If the blocker's going to keep going, you cut up field, or he pushes him out of the way and gets to the outside and just got caught. And what could have been a big play is held to a gain of about 6.
But if you're the optimist looking at this, it's 2nd and 14 instead of 3rd and 14.
Yeah. That's definitely a plus. And, if you can, you get about half of this and you can get into a 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, Defiance will be pretty good there.
Ambrose design draw up the middle. He says, don't worry about third down. I'm getting the first down.
Or if you're Ambrose, you just fight forward and get it all at one time.
So Ambrose on the quarterback draw. Well, we know we have a good athlete in Jordan Ambrose. That's what we know. Yeah, and you can see here just
done a nice job avoiding tackles, takes a hit there, and said, if I'm him right there, I give up. It looks like he's trying to, and we saw a couple of times that first half he did that. Someone was able to reach in and rip that ball away.
Ambrose rolling to his left. Going to scramble with this one, get inside the 30.
Yeah, good decision there. Saw the pressure, no one open downfield, tucks it and runs, and this time he's able to get out of bounds.
And what a blessing to have a quarterback that strong, be that agile, and be able to not only have good pocket presence, but also know when to tuck and run and use it as a weapon instead of just as a last resort.
Yeah, he's come a long way from the guy 2 years ago that was completing about 40% of his passes.
Yeah, he's really worked on his touch, his placement. As we see Recker go in motion, receivers make the adjustment to make sure nobody's covering up on the line of scrimmage. Here's Deisler to the left. That'll be bottled up.
Yeah, Recker trying to be an extra blocker as they decide to go to that near side. Well, there must be some acting. There must be a few people. Is Kalamazoo known for a acting department? Because there's been a few that have.
Yeah, looking for a call right there. I'm not really sure what that's all about. And
the
honest,
USC School of Film, and then apparently it's the Kalamazoo School of Film, Theater, and Acting.
Center for Designing Arts. 3rd and short for the Jackets. Going to drop back to pass. This one complete to Deisler. First down for the Jackets as Jacob gets inside the 20. Looks like they'll mark him at the 20. But most important, another first down for Defiance College.
And Deisler's really kind of settled in. Nice role as that second back. It'll be interesting. And we still have a long way to go this year, but next year when Freeman graduates, kind of roles everyone is going to have on this Defiance team, because we've seen a couple freshmen play well as well.
Rolling to his right. No pressure. Stepping up. Going to get knocked out of bounds inside the 15 at the 14-yard line as we have another penalty. Stop me if you've heard this before. It's back in the area where it would probably be holding against the offensive line.
That is the early indication, at least. Yeah, that's another holding call.
Jack has done a tremendous job of, and you can see it probably at the bottom of the screen right there, pulled him down and then Was able to finish the block, but they're going to say he grabbed hold, pulled down.
Yeah, I believe that's Aiden Burke, the left tackle, number 52. Saw the Kalamazoo player on the ground, Burke, and it goes up and over him. Saw Defiance able to convert once out of a 1st and 20. Don't want to have to do it all the time.
No, 10 yards is tough enough. You don't need to increase the degree of difficulty.
Yeah, especially when you're looking for a touchdown here.
Pass complete. Boy, if he steps through that tackle right there, though, he had a lot of turf in front of him. Instead, they get the penalty yardage back pretty much with a gain of 9 on this nice pitch and catch.
Yeah, Rome does a nice job. Stops his route, turns, shows his body. I believe it was that 82 or 88. That might have been Warren.
88.
Does a nice job. Shows, it's kind of the rule now with quarterbacks. You show them your target, show them your body that you're open. He's able to get it into the breadbasket.
Going to Rome. Rome! Touchdown! Ball crosses before it comes out. Scooped up by the Jackets anyway. I'm waiting for the signal.
I think they're going to mark him short. No, he's celebrating like he scored. I haven't seen an actual touchdown signal.
I'm going to go ahead and say he scored.
Officials holding the ball.
As the KZoo scoreboard's already put the points up there, so they're
I don't want to take away from your touchdown celebration.
Oh, I know, but I mean, I'm the same way that here I am calling it, and I'm all elated, and then the officials are, he's at the 2. Yeah.
That was my worst fear. He's dancing in the end zone, and we're playing on here. Sanchez.
Important point after right here is this one splits the uprights and is good, so the Fricker scoreboard shows it 28 apiece, and Rome again with his 35th catch of the game, Randy.
It feels that way. We saw Warren. He talked about.
Oh yeah, he's in.
Did that knee come down though?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Well,
they already kicked the extra point, so it doesn't matter.
Can't take it away.
Can't take it away. No instant replays in D3.
As we look at an instant replay,
you just got to trust. Nothing to overturn a call anyway.
That's right.
Plenty of good instant replays. As we're all breathing a sigh of relief here, the Jackets have pulled even on the Fricker scoreboard, 28 apiece. I want to thank you so much for watching wherever you're tuning in around the country and around the world. We have, was it last week? We had Dubai, or 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, we were all over the place.
All over the world.
But we'll mention him because I know he's been after us and he's texted in. Right here in Defiance, everyone's good friend, Nate Marikine's been watching. So, Nate, I know Nate wants to hear his name. My phone's going to light up here in a minute. I guarantee it. Nader, we know you're watching. We enjoy it, buddy. Thank you.
Appreciate Nate tuning in. Appreciate everybody, Jacket Nation, tuning in and watching this great contest. Now it's Kalamazoo's turn to answer as they took their first lead, 28-21. Jackets now have drawn even, 28-28, so we'll see how Kalamazoo plays the next 8 minutes or so. Return up left side, bounces to the outside. Good strong tackle right there, but not before a good return gives them starting field position close to the 40.
I don't know if it was thought about it, and I really don't know head coach Bill Nickel that well, but if I'm Defiance, you think about maybe an onside kick right there.
Not a bad time for it.
Kalamazoo defense has been reeling a little bit. You just drove the field. Like your time possession, we haven't seen the stats lately since halftime, but with 3-1 time possession, this defense has got to be tired.
Yeah, they got to be.
I'm just saying, I'd at least consider it. I don't know the coaching staff. I don't know what they like to do, but if it was, and again, I wear this headset and not the headset on the sideline for a reason, but I would think about it.
Pressure coming, well picked up. Pass complete, but a nice open field tackle right there by one of the backers for the Jackets. I think that might have been, was that 55 or 56?
56. Corey Johnson the second. He's going to be that next guy. And we talked about Coltrane since his freshman year. Johnson the second, a freshman. I think he's going to be in succession, that next great linebacker part of this team. Issue with another snap, that might have been a fake the whole time.
That was a fake, yep. And that pass is complete, and that's a huge first down. That's a field flipper right there for Kalamazoo. See the fake pitch, wheel route coming out of the backfield. If that ball is delivered on the move instead of behind, who knows what ends up happening with that play. But a good job by Coltrane chasing him down, but not before a huge gain, flipping the field inside the 30 to the 25, 24-yard line for Kalamazoo.
DBs are going to go the one-on-one coverage again.
Pass complete inside the 5-yard line for a first down. ISO route, one-on-one, wins his battle and gets the first down on red.
Yeah, we've seen what Nichols has been able to do when he's had time to throw the football.
Kalamazoo looking for the go-ahead score here with under 7 to play in the contest. Wide open, easy touchdown for Kalamazoo. That one going to Riley out of the backfield, that's his second score of the game.
Yeah, I see him just leak out, and again, Defiance trying to put some pressure on as Nichols had time and kind of runs past the pressure, able to get it in, and has the open look for the score.
So now Defiance needs to answer. Kalamazoo takes its second lead of the game. Extra point is up. Extra point is good. And I had to pause on that one because there was that one extra point that got pushed right.
Yeah, it was put, yeah. So.
Wait until the officials give the signal. It looked like it split the sticks, and that's what ended up happening. So you see the game stats on the screen right there. Look at the 266 yards of rushing for the Jackets, 281 yards of passing for Kalamazoo.
Here's the biggest adjustment of that third quarter. So at the half, Defiance third downs was 7 of 11, now 9 of 18. So that tells you what Kalamazoo's been able to do on third down. Average yard per play still pretty good for Defiance, 6.4. You see the, 6.6. That's gone as well, but 535 yards of total offense. And the rushing at 266. But
those 2 turnovers.
Again, it's the numbers down here on the bottom. 13 penalties for 95 yards. I think 5 of them have been offensive holdings.
Yep.
And the 2 fumbles. But yeah, time possession
2-1.
2-1 now. It was 3-1 at one point. Now down to 2-1. But Defiance, and again, don't have to get outside of your offense with 6:46 to go.
Not at all. Fricker scoreboard shows Kalamazoo up 35-28. This one's going to be returned to the 20. Sidesteps a man to the 25, running up the left sideline. One of the Jackets players lost a helmet. That's probably one of the backers on special teams right there, though. So offense getting ready to take the field, trailing by 7 for the second time here in the second half.
A good angled kick towards the sideline. Thought maybe at first that was going to head out of bounds. Defiance will get slightly better. They're going to gain about 3 yards instead of taking the fair catch that they have most of the day.
And when you're running up on a kickoff like that, especially more of a line drive, you think you might have a little more opportunity. The higher the kick, the more the coverage team has a chance to get down there. Here's Freeman going up the middle, cutting to the right. First down and more. Jumps over a man. There's a play you don't see very often, is Freeman hurdling.
As nice job, breaks this to the outside and gets a little help. A couple blockers going downfield like a wrecker, trying to stay with him, helping him out. And this is tight end. And I don't know if I want the big fella in the air. Let's stay on the ground, but at any rate, it's going to be a first down.
Worked on that play, yep. Worked on that play, but I'm with you. I guess if you're, you don't want the contact going around the ankles right there. Ambrose, pass complete.
I mean, maybe you'd want him to hit the belly off the top rope to put a guy away, but
I'm not opposed to that. Maybe the big elbow.
That's right.
Maybe a drop the big elbow on the way down.
I would be okay with that.
Not sure the defender would, though.
Probably not.
So an 8-yard pass on first down brings up a 2nd and 2 for the Jackets. Ambrose fakes, rolls to his left. He's going to take his shot. He's got a man. He's caught! 10-5, touchdown. We're an extra point away from tied as Deisler goes the distance.
And that all starts with Jordan Ambrose. Everyone buys the fake. He rolls out. Everyone goes with him. Deisler just leaks out. See him on the far sideline. It's 15 yards downfield before anyone picks him up. Great throw. Deisler able to settle underneath it, and then it just becomes a race. But that all starts with Jordan Ambrose.
Yep, that's all Jordan Ambrose right there. That was a gorgeous pass, and that play's been open a few times. They just haven't hit it until this one. And what a time to hit it. As the Jackets, not necessarily known for being a quick strike offense, are able to make it happen with a quick strike. Extra point is up. Extra point is good. And they had good pressure off the left side right there, but he was able to get that through with Sanchez. And with now 5:43 to play, the Jackets have shown the quick strike opportunities and are tied at 35.
Yeah, let's get a few shout-outs in. Here's Go Uncle Coda number 84, Waylon a.k.a. The Babe. Karina Maldonado always shouting out Matthew here. Here is Carolyn DeFlanders. Jordan Ambrose, you better run, son. Strong and mighty, playing to your strength. Love Mom in Tomball, Texas. We agree. Laura Waterman, shout out Jackets number 77. Gabe Bookman from Uncle Ben, Aunt Laura, watching from Salem, Oregon. Shout out all the way from Florida. My big brother Malcolm, number 23, playing for Defiance, making your little sister so proud. I love you so much. Watching you, and Grandma loves you. See if we can get a couple more before the kickoff. Shout out Fernando from Dearborn, Michigan. And shout out number 84, Love You Coda from Hebron, Ohio. Mom, Jack, and Lily.
Now, you asked earlier, Randy, about the onside kick. Is it still too early? I think you got to kick it.
Boy.
They're playing
I'd love to
5
see
up.
it, but, man, you got Kalamazoo reeling. You hit them with the big score.
Cause a fumble on this kickoff return. Nice run back right there by Kazoo, getting it back past the 35 to the 37-yard line, which is where they'll start this next possession. So a nice run back by Kazoo. That's number 83, Hanlon again, that sophomore wide receiver. We've called his name quite a bit. Much like you see Rome taking care of the kicks and the punts for the Jackets, Hanlon, another one of those good hands, big play type of players for the Hornets.
Yeah, you said before, you want your special guys that are your playmakers. You want to get them the ball any way you can. If that includes putting them on special teams as, returners, you go right ahead. And I think Nichols has got something here. It looks like he's having trouble with the snap, but that's all for show. And it caught Richard Pope right there. You saw number 42 had to stop, turn his whole body around, and that allows Kalamazoo to get the good gain on first down.
Up near midfield to the 48-yard line. Still 5:27 to play, so there's an eternity of time. Both teams with all 3 timeouts. So Kalamazoo has scored quickly. The Jackets have scored quickly. So now is it who has the ball last, basically?
It kind of looks that way.
Short gain right there on first down.
Yeah, Nichols able to get out a little bit of pressure.
Did lose the ball at the end right there, but obviously they're going to say he was down by contact at midfield. Like one of those to go the Jackets' way, though.
Yeah.
Where they come out of the pile with the ball and say, you know what, that's close enough, that's fumble.
Worked for Kalamazoo earlier. I'm going to spot him back at midfield, so it looked like he was going to have about 4 yards. Really, it's about 2.
So 2nd down and 8 with under 5 to play here in the contest. Taking a shot, right side, first down. Good sure-handed catch and a hold on for the contact right there. Good job by Clark, Nate Clark, the running back, out of the backfield, motioned out, and was able to pick up the first down. To the 40-yard line. Still need about 20 yards for field goal, but they're thinking 6 all the way here. Take off running. Going to be close to another first down. They'll be about 2 yards short. So Nichols, again, they're running tempo. I don't know that they need to run tempo.
Yeah, I don't think they do either.
I think it's just their style.
And Nichols, his decision-making's been a lot quicker. He's settled in the pocket that first half. He hung in there as long as he could before wanting to throw the football. So I don't know if he was told just to make a quicker decision or if this is done by design. But there's been a couple of times where he drops back, first guy's not there, and away he goes.
First down and more. But there's laundry on the field back at the line of scrimmage. And it can't be an offensive hold against Defiance College, so this one's probably coming
they'll
back.
Find a way.
This one back at the line of scrimmage. And the official usually points towards the side of the team that caused the infraction before he walks it off.
When he talks to because you have to get if
checking the coach.
Yep.
This one coming back.
There we go.
So finally, an offensive penalty against Kalamazoo, a team that's been playing pretty disciplined football. You know, it's easy to say, hey, all the penalty flags are going against Defiance, no fair. That's the fan in us coming out. But in reality, Kazoo's been playing pretty disciplined football so far.
It's like you go to a basketball game and the fouls are like 7-1 and you get on the refs. Hey, call for the other guys. Hey, I can't call things that aren't there.
Exactly.
Now, again, holding, you could say that, officials can call holding every play.
Exactly.
some of these, when guys get thrown to the ground, it's pretty blatant.
Rolling out, pass incomplete to the right side right there. Going again for his man Hanlon, number 83. Good blocking. Nice rollout. Again, just those passes to the right side have not had a lot of success today for Kalamazoo for some
had a
reason.
little bit more room on the sideline than he thought. Trying to have his guy kind of tightrope it was a tough spot, but that holding call has kind of put Kalamazoo back here. Kind of got him back behind the chains, got him off schedule a little bit.
Jackets need to get some pressure. They do, coming up the middle. Going to take a shot. Oh, bailed out on a pass interference call. That's a tough one right there. That's all timing.
Yeah, it looked like Jalen Red was in good spot there and stepped up in time. As again, we'll see Nichols step up, directs a little bit of traffic here and see if there was contact. Yeah, he saw the arms extended, and officials are going to see that, and that's usually the reason they throw the flag, and that's going to be a tough break for DC.
So it's going to mark the ball at about the 25-yard line on the 15-yard walk-off. Be curious to see what the season long is for the specialist Burr. Do not see that season long for Burr on there, but again, there's still so much time that you're not thinking 3 at this point. If you're Kalamazoo, you're thinking about first downs first and foremost. Run that clock, keep that clock moving, and keep the Jackets offense off the field. 3 wide receivers to the near side. Pitch, right side, and out of bounds. Good run right there by Brunette. Again, that option play has worked really well in the second half for the Hornets.
Yeah, Nichols has been able to get the defense in. He's been able to hold the ball just long enough. We saw Pope do it again, where they over-pursue, and that leaves that lane for the option pitch open.
Going to take a shot. It's tipped. And it's caught by Nichols. Nichols advances it to the 20-yard line. Gets it tipped right back to himself right there.
See who knocks this one down. Is that Pope?
Yep,
Yeah,
Pope
sure
knocks
was.
it.
He's looking around, starts to celebrate, and doesn't realize that the quarterback came up with it. And a heads-up play there by Nichols.
And a no gain on that 2nd and 1. As now we're in another critical 3rd down for the Jackets defense. 3 wide receivers to the far side. Nichols going to take off running, 1st down and more. Slides after, and he's going to ask for a penalty flag at the end of that run. I'm not sure he's going to get it, as he committed to trying to tackle.
Kind of landed on the football, I think.
That was close to being a necessary roughness, though. They'll protect the quarterback every time on the slide, and rightfully so. Again, now, even though they're running tempo, they're taking their time. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to play.
Yeah,
Kalamazoo tied with Defiance.
I'm Defiance. I think about maybe using some of my timeouts here. I don't understand why Kalamazoo's in such a hurry.
There's a timeout on the field. See, this timeout is called by
Pope a little slow to get up here. It is Defiance.
Called by Defiance, and it's a 1st and goal for Kalamazoo. So you see the game statistics again. It's you'd think by looking at the total yardage, 607 total yards, that there's no way the Jackets, I mean, they should be rolling right now. But Kalamazoo, no slouch of their own, put up 435 so far in this contest.
Yeah, this one has come down to the early fumbles, and again we see the numbers on the bottom: 14 penalties for 110 yards, 2 for 20. So that has been part of it as penalties. Yeah, you see, the first down's 28-20, but you see 2 by penalty, none bigger than that pass interference that just happened. So it's it's just not mistakes, but it's timely mistakes, right? It's been costly mistakes, fumble on a return, a penalty that bails you out on a 3rd and long, and stuff like that. It's gone against Defiance.
So Kalamazoo has missed an extra point. The Jackets have missed a field goal, but the 2-point conversion for Kalamazoo is what has put them on schedule with 35-point total. First and goal here for Kalamazoo. There's the pitch. And it's a touchdown by the Hornets. Nice run right there by Brunette. Again, over pursuit.
And Defiance tried to do a better job that time. Brunette able to run through 3 defenders. Got it into the end zone here. But Kalamazoo left Defiance 2 minutes.
Which the way the offense has been clicking so far today, that's a lot of time. 2 minutes, 16 seconds, and 3 timeouts. And you got to assume that unless they squib kick it, you're going to get decent starting field position. The extra point is up. The extra point is good, and it's 42-35 on the Frickers scoreboard and what has been a wild back-and-forth contest from Kalamazoo.
Yeah, this one's been entertaining. I don't know if I would expect 42-35. We saw the Kalamazoo numbers in our pregame, what they've been able to do against some of their teams, and we thought maybe Defiance would have the shot to slow them down a little bit. And it's just been, the big play right from the start after Defiance was able to score and taking advantage of a fumble and a couple
Two
of
very
other
evenly
things.
matched teams.
Yeah, they have been. So this has been a good matchup, one that's been, competitive.
But it's also one that I think if you're Coach Nickel, you look back on and you say, man, we need to make some adjustments on defense, need to figure some things out because the defense, I think, once it comes time for HCAC play, going to see some pretty dynamic and mixed bag offenses. Some that are run heavy, some that are pass heavy. Going to have to figure some things out in order to keep from getting in the track meet every week. So the kickoff coming. This one's going to be a deep kick, and I think you're just going to let this one go into the end zone for a touchback.
Yep.
Good play right there by Rome to bring this one out to the 25, where no time elapses, and the Jackets will have to go 75 yards for the tie in 2 minutes and 16 seconds.
Yeah, got a few shout-outs in. So we've Grandma and Grandpa Maldonado watching from Long Beach, California, saying good job, Matthew. David Ambrose, great job, Jordan. Dominating your dad and stepmom, brothers and sister, watching from Cypress, Texas.
Yeah, he's having a game. Hand off to Freeman. Freeman up the middle.
There we go. Another
About
one.
7 on first down.
On a shutout for Deisler for the touchdown. Go Jaden Scott, number 19. Taught you everything you know. Your little brother Jordan Scott from Fort Lawn, South Carolina. And let's go win this game, DC. It's ours to win. We agree.
So under 2 to play now, second and short. Ambrose drops back over the middle. Dropped by Rome. Pass a little behind him right there.
Yeah, Rome was going to have to kind of reach back or maybe stop. You want to hit him in stride. Just double clutched it looked like. Didn't really let that one get all the way developed here, but still a manageable third down with 3rd and 3.
And obviously at this point, there is no punting.
No.
This is
this
ball
is
game or bust.
This is going to be the final drive, I think, for Defiance right here.
Bad snap, hands off, first down. It's the benefit of having a sure-handed quarterback and having a very strong running back.
Yes.
You get a low snap right there, but you don't panic. You still go ahead with your play, hand off, and get the first down.
Jordan's shown that he can make something happen on a broken play. So even if you get something like that, he's able to make up for it.
Taking another shot downfield. This one a little overthrown, intended for
I think that was Warren 88.
Warren 88, yep. Again, I like the shot. That time double coverage as the safety's coming over to help late, but it really was a single coverage look.
Yeah, you're hoping maybe you get helped out with a pass interference as well.
You almost have to throw back shoulder if you're going to get a pass interference penalty at that point.
Well, Kalamazoo looks like at 3 deep. Now they're coming up, playing a little bit safer here.
It looks like they're going 2 deep, and that corner's just giving a ton of cushion. Oh, Ambrose just making something happen right there as he goes to Warren. Warren looks like he's going to get sacked for a big loss. The strength to be able to step in and throw this one. And Warren with a nice gain of about 5. 3rd down and 6. Crossing route caught. is going to be short of the first down. Rome gets out to the 46. This will be a 4th down, and I believe
Yeah, needs
1.
to get to the 47, see how far he gets. And he's about a yard short, it looks like.
Got to think this is run all the way here. It is, and a 1st down for the Jackets. Man, when you know what the play is going to be and you still can't stop it, that's got to be tough for Kalamazoo. But I think Kalamazoo is happy, just like the Jackets were at the end of the first half. Mm-hmm. Take your 3-yard run. Force you to burn your timeouts.
I guess you have to kind of be honest with it. The 5-receiver look, kind of forces you if you're Kalamazoo. You go single coverage, so you're playing 6 in the box because if you know for certain it's a run and you have everyone in, you have the ability to get the ball quickly to the outside, and if there's no one there, you take off. So you spread out the field, you force Kalamazoo to defend it sideline to sideline like they did. And that opens enough of a window for Ambrose. Just needed 1, snuck through for about 3, and kind of lived to fight another day here.
So defiancewebcast@gmail.com is how you get hold of us. And again, there's there's a lot of time left, 44 seconds and 1 timeout, and the Jackets have been able to strike quickly on that last possession. They scored pretty quickly. So we may be in for some bonus football. You never know.
Couple more shout-outs here. Here is one from Keyshawn Ford Freeman. Let's go, Ty. Let's go, Defiance. Y'all can do it. And Bertha Maldonado. Go Defiance from the Maldonados in Long Beach, California. Just want to thank everyone for all the shout-outs today.
Appreciate you tuning in all across the country. As Ambrose gets ready for the shotgun snap, another low snap. Able to step out. Good block on the right side. Ambrose going to have to roll.
Yeah,
He's going to step out of bounds, but this one's probably coming back as this will be potentially another holding penalty against the Jackets offense. As the training staff attends to the Kalamazoo player who was shaken up on the play, he'll walk off under his own power, but we'll see what the penalty is as the marker is down at the 44-yard line of Defiance College. Jackets offense walking backwards, which is never a good sign.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where the walk-off comes from.
We got a chop block. Yep. 2 players engaged with the same defender right there.
15 yards on the walk-off here. Let's see if we can see it.
Probably.
Yeah, went down, got him out at the knees. Yep, saw Deisler trying to
That's not a 2 players
Freeman.
engaged. Yeah, that's just a one-on-one chop block right there. So taking him back on the personal foul, 1st and 25, and now it's all about yardage, not about time. Ambrose steps up. He's going to have to run. No, he's going to have to pull it down. Good defense right there by Kalamazoo as the pass is complete to Devin Brown.
That one might have been better just letting it go because it's going to be for a short gain and the clock's going to keep running here.
See the defender coming up right at the point of catch right there and making the stop. Jackets burn their final timeout, and you don't have any choice but to at that point. You have everybody else downfield. You're thinking taking your shot, and it's going to take forever to get that offense back to the line of scrimmage and huddle up, get back to the line of scrimmage to run the play.
Yeah, it was going to be tough. So
that's the last timeout for Defiance College.
Yeah, they're going to put a few more seconds back on the clock.
So 27 ticks left on the clock, and the Jackets with a 2nd long.
But you're looking at probably converting this 1st down, using your 3 plays, your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and then at that point you hope you're close enough to take one last shot into the end zone.
And they've had single coverage looks, so it's not like, Kalamazoo is playing too deep and, double coverage and all that. It's a regular occurrence that they're taking the shot with a single coverage look.
And still, if you're going to get the 1st down, you can still use the middle of the field. However, You have to make sure that you're past the sticks and get the first down. If you're short, that clock's going to continue to run, then you're in trouble.
So the run is pretty much out at this point. Run if you absolutely have to. Ambrose going up top, caught. First down, that'll move the chains as they're just going to hold the player up here. They're not even going to try for the strip. They'll get up and clock that one. That'll be about 18 seconds to play. So you see we're under 10 seconds. You got to take a shot to the end zone here. They do, and this one is that caught? Oh, they're saying he was out of bounds. Oh, my goodness.
That's going to be the final play of the
What
game.
a way to end the game. Rome comes down with this one, but they're going to say he was out of bounds. Let's look at the replay.
Well, he has it. He clearly has a foot down as they still wrestle for it, unless that thing was jarred loose at the end.
Oh, there's no way he was out of bounds there.
But the officials are saying that was not.
Oh, my goodness. What a way to end the ball game. I'm stunned.
Ooh.
That's a tough way to lose right there. As Rome comes down with that one, 2 feet down, and he must just not have had possession. They must have been fighting.
Yeah,
for
I know
possession.
there was fighting for it, and
I mean he did ultimately have the ball possession.
Yeah, so you see
but
him.
You see two players going after the ball.
Clearly, is a foot down.
2
Are they
feet
still?
down.
Yeah, they still
Are they fighting for it? Does he get it after he's out of bounds? That must be what happens because the official is right there with the best possible vantage point. They mark him out of bounds, and that's a heartbreaking way to end that game as Kalamazoo holds on to survive for a 42-35 victory over the Jackets. Next week, the Jackets are off, and then they start Heartland Conference schedule, and it's HCAC action the rest of the way through this 2023 season. Randy, any final thoughts on what was just an unbelievable game, but a heartbreaking way to lose?
97 plays, 663 yards of offense for the Jackets.
You can't ask for much more from the offense.
Almost 100 plays. Unbelievable. Yeah, and we don't want to
40 minutes, 39 minutes of time of possession.
Don't want to beat a dead horse, but like we said,
Penalties.
15 penalties and the two fumbles early.
Yep.
But that one still, despite all of that, comes down to questionable call at the end of the game. So you take a look at the DC schedule here.
So a tough way to lose today's action, but the Jackets will have next week off, and then they are traveling to Hanover. So it's another Frickers Road game on Saturday the 30th, as we will be here in Defiance at Frickers. If you are watching locally and you want to come on down to Frickers and Defiance and hang out with us, watch the game, and we'll appreciate your company. One more time for Ken Rieker, our producer and director. I'm Jim Bellamy along with Randy Roberts. Want to thank Garrett Mansfield and Tiffany Sellhorst at Defiance College. And want to thank Jim Manley from Frickers and the incredible staff here for their hospitality. What a way to lose that one, 42-35, but the Jackets hung tough, and they will look forward to more action in 2 weeks. Thank you for watching the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.